Avatar Nation.
All right, hey everybody, how you doing? 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 I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you guys for being here. You can be anywhere, but you chosen to be here. So thank you guys so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. Um, oh wow, wow. Ooh, okay. Yeah. So thank you guys so much for being here. We do have a special moment. We have the one and only the Miss O in the background, and she's going to share her insights and her story about what's been going on. So I'm excited to hear what she has to say, and I hope you guys in Avatar Nation are excited to see what she's got to say about what's been going on. But before we get started, let's go through the roll call real quick. We don't want to keep Miss Theo waiting or Miss O waiting. So here we go. What's up? Speak to me, please. How you doing? Good to see you. Soul Sister number one, how you doing? Good to see you. What's up, Tiffany Jones? How you doing? Your pleasure, 721. What's going on? L. Edwards, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Diva 317, how you doing? Good to see you. Just Nasty, how you doing? Good to see you as well. What's up, Tiffany Black? I hope you're doing well. What's up, Miss Oa Star? Hey, how you doing? What's up, Random Crafting Gamer? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. What's up, Views by Shani? How you doing? Good to see you. What's up, Skiro? How you doing? Good to see you. All right. What's up, Ivy Janae? How you doing? Good to see you. What's up, Junetta? Junetta, what's going on? The only Empress. What's going on? How you doing? Auntie Donna. What's going on, Auntie Donna? Good to see you. All right. What's up, Robbie? Hey, Sunny B. Today is Sunny B's special day. What's up, Sunny B? How you doing? I hope it was a memorable day. And happy special day to you. Happy special day to you. What's up, Philly T? What's going on? T Mac, I may have said hello to you already, but hello again. All right, everybody. So let's get it started. But before we get it started, I need you guys to do me a favor. Please thumbs up the video, and please subscribe if you're new to the channel. Also, share it out if you so choose to. All right. Now let's not wait any longer. What's up, Demetrius Body? How you doing? What's up, Truth to Reason? How you doing? Good to see you. All right, like I said, we have the one and only Miss O in the house, and we want to speak to her tonight. So let me bring her up. Here we go. Hey, Miss O, how you doing? Good to see you.
Fine. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. How you doing,
Oh,
Miss O? How's everything?
I'm doing okay. Just, kind of just blindsided by a lot of stuff. But other than that, trying to do good, trying to just move on.
Okay, so let's start with you telling us like what you went through. I don't want to, I don't want to summarize or do a summary. I want to hear from you what you've been going through. Okay, tell us
Oh,
what you think. I mean, what you've been going through and how things, transpire.
well, this all kind of just started Saturday. I didn't know that they were going live, and I just saw a live with uh, a troll, with Kimmy's troll name in the title, which I didn't know about until like a week before all of y'all did. And and I was like, "What's going on?" And I text her like, "What's going on?" And I didn't, and she just texted me back, "Can you please click the link?" So kind of just kind of looking at a little bit and I connecting the dots that it must have something to do with peace love because she had did a live before with that troll name in it. And I felt like something was coming. She said if it kept on, she was going to reveal. But I just knew something was going to either be made to come on or something. They can't hold water. Something was going to come on. And I was prepared to see something, a video actually seeing who it was because I had just, learned myself who it was. So I'm clicking on one defense mode and I even start asking questions like, what did I miss? Like, what's going on? What did she say? And all that. And the chat was trying to. I had missed the first part of the chat when they were telling them they believe she was a doxer, and the chat kept asking, "Well, what makes y'all believe that? What makes y'all believe that?" And I knew we weren't going to say that. Kim, has something that kind of linked her to being, connected to Custer and Seven some kind of way behind the scenes. That coupled with a strange message I had got from her that I only shared to Kim, and I guess Kim had told Brianna about in the background. Miss O got this weird message from Peace Love saying that I had heard Seven was threatening to dox you because at that time nothing had came out, and I just want you to know that nothing. I keep business and YouTube separate, and I said, yeah, sis, I wouldn't think you would do that because I had she does a business series, and I had sent her my logo and the link to my Instagram business page, which I hadn't shared with anybody else, and it was not on my regular IG at all. It has no connection to it. And she would review it and gave me some critique like I asked her to because she had background in marketing and different stuff and just kind of where to turn for some marketing stuff or whatever. And that was it. So I wouldn't have thought that. And yeah, it has my first and last name on it. And I kind of made a little comment then, like, I hadn't shown anybody this. Nobody I had shown this. Kim, nobody I talked to, I had shown that business page to. And I said, so keep it hush, like, kind of just like joking a little bit. And that's when she said something about, oh, yeah, that's confidential. I don't, share that. So when she sent me that message, I was like, well, I don't think you would do that. And then right after that, Seven's video leaks. I had shared with Kim only then that I had sent it because there wasn't nothing to go back and tell her. Why would I tell Kim, hey, I sent Peace Love this logo on my business page. I mean, because it was totally separate from anything we need to talk about. And so I guess she just shared it with Brianna and she was upset because she knew that she already had something connecting her to something. I didn't know they had back other personal issues or issues with somebody in the stats or something in chat. I don't know nothing about all of that. But I thought the reason why they kept trying to tell me, why do you think it's not her? And I said, because other people had my first name. And I said, actually, the only person I don't talk to that has my first and last name is honestly God, to be honest. I said, but I don't think she would do that. For one thing, she don't even like Seven. And so me and her don't have nothing that bad between us that's worse than, her and Seven's history. And I said, they were like, no, that just don't make sense. And that along with what they already knew, which I still don't know, that linked her to, Kimmy's situation, it was like, well, it looked funny. I said, but I'm not going to accuse nobody. And I said that on the live Saturday night. I kept saying it. Nobody heard that. And I took a chance them kind of being mad at me a little bit because I was saying, no, I still don't. I mean, call it naive, but I'm not going to accuse nobody of nothing unless I have it in black and white. And I'm still not. But I'm not going to lie. Sent other incidents, including blasting me with our personal, messy conversation about that video on Pizarro. Where all it was messy. I'm not trying to dox nobody, and they know that. Um, why would you blast that? Like, didn't you listen? You didn't even listen to the live. You didn't show up for the live, and you kind of started it with your video. You didn't show up. You let Custer speak for you. Then you went on Custer channel, and you acted so reckless. So now I'm pissed. I'm not no longer even, I'm sitting here giving you the benefit of the doubt and still saying it. And you sitting there just doing that to me to try to make it look like something to get the heat off other situations. And I didn't know you had any beef. I didn't know she had past beef or issues with Brianna. See, we don't talk about that kind of stuff. And so I'm like, why would you even do that? So I sent Brianna and Kim our entire thread from Peace Love. And since then, I've been hearing rumors about she saying that she didn't even see my logo. And then I'm like, but Brianna has a whole thread and she has the same message I showed you where you see her critiquing my logo. You see me saying, don't say nothing about my business page with the link. Then you see the message
Okay,
she sent me right with
Demon, so they want to hear what you gotta say, and they're happy that you explain the situation, but they're saying that
I'm
they need you
talking
to
too
talk a little
fast.
bit slow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know. I'm
yeah.
sorry. When I get upset and animated, it's not. Yeah, I get passionate, and it's a weakness. I'm sorry, but let me go
No,
back
no.
and slow it down.
Okay.
When so I'm not going on, and I'm like, now I'm kind of saying you are moving funny because you did me like that when I was actually defending you still. And then it turned to, well, this was all because, Miss O made us believe that she had something to do with that. I was like, no, I didn't. Y'all were trying to convince me that she did. And I was still holding on, even though, it kind of put me not probably out of favor a little bit because I'm not going to do that to somebody. We don't have that strong of a connection, but I don't hate her either. So I'm not going to sit there and say that. It's other ways that she could have got, because the pictures came from my Facebook, which nobody in YouTube are on. But I discovered that some of them were public because I had used them as cover background, and that was, I guess, my slip up and everything. And so with my name, that's how they probably found the YouTube page, which has my maiden name and my married name, just because, some people from school know you under your maiden name. And so that's how that got. And it could have been image, and I'm still giving benefit of the doubt. But I can't say it don't look funny because people are just straight up lying for no reason. You don't have to lie about that. Like, there's nothing wrong with you, and you're trying to downplay why I even gave it to you. Like, I was trying to set you up by doing that. That wasn't even connected to them. They had no idea we talked until now. That's why they were surprised. And when they said, people in the chat was saying, oh, she's showing y'all text messages. That's why I kept on saying text. We don't talk on the phone. I don't even know her real name. We just talk on IG, friendly banter, make little kikis about little stuff that go on, like messy, like little talk like that, but nothing malicious. And I wouldn't confide nothing in her. I wouldn't want to get out because and with the Pizarro thing, yeah, that might have been messy, but we're not friends. And I have not been pleased as of late with some of the things going on, but I hadn't directly, I just kind of have not been in the chats as much. Her chat is much like that. And I kind of have not been in some of people's chats. I'm starting to see another side too, because it just seemed like people just acting funny. And it all started with Clyde Diva's live. And, somebody on Lipstick Alex said as a joke, Miss O, you're going to pay for the fitness key. And I'm thinking, ha, ha, ha. But it's kind of like weird how stuff started happening after that. And people putting me in videos and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm more hurt. And yeah, I normally would click a link and go off. And people were wondering why I wasn't on lives this morning. But one thing, I unsubscribed for everybody because I didn't want to get no alerts about nothing because I wanted to resist the temptation of hitting the link, especially when I start hearing about people believe I'm talking about them without proof. And nobody's called me and people just moving funny. So I got pissed and I was just going to just leave, just totally leave and go. And I actually was worried about doing that because I said people like, I used to tell my husband, people like Miss Bless might wonder, like, why she ain't done nothing to me. And we talk every day and she'll call me and I'll text her, whatever, and call her too. And I said, and she will call every day. And I said, now we want to do her like that. And I'm sitting here trying to give people that consideration, actually feeling bad about ghosting when I'm thinking it's odd. I start hearing rumbles about me talking about them, and I haven't heard from them. I normally hear from Bless every single day. I haven't got no calls or texts from nobody. But if she did, I heard that she said she texted me, let me know she's going live this morning like she does everybody else. If I would have got that text, I wouldn't have responded to that. No, because by then I was pissed at everybody because it's like people just turn on me from left and right. And I hadn't planned on showing up to no lives or nothing this morning. But then I thought about it when I was talking to you, like, me not saying nothing is like making things more suspicious. But I'm like, what am I defending? Because all I know of being accused of and had proof of was a messy conversation about Pizarro. None of this other stuff people have proof, and it's so easy for them to believe that stuff about me without even asking me. So I got pissed and decided, I said, F it, I'm done with the whole thing.
So let me interject here. Okay, so there's a couple of things, all right, that y'all need to understand. First of all, she was upset because I think she was getting grouped into the situation that occurred with Kimmy speaking disparagingly about allegedly Lady Nika and Bless Watkins or so other people. Okay, so she, people started saying that the Miss O was involved in that activity too, and that's not true. The other thing that people had a question about, Pizarro has a question here. Let me get to
I
it. She
didn't even
says,
know
I
that
just
they
want
said. I didn't even know that Kim's troll page name had been accused of talking about Lady Nikki Bless. I thought it from the chat live. It was just about Pizarro. See, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know none of that, and I still don't know what they accused her of even saying.
yeah, and I mean that troll page was accused of talking disparagingly about Pizarro as well. Miss Pizarro has here. She says, I just want to know why she didn't talk with me and say how she felt about me. So do you? I mean, do you want to chime into that or no?
Because I had just said I didn't share about a lot of opinions about the jail situation because Kimmy was not sharing her opinion about it. And then I didn't want to defect her case she had because this was before I was doxxed. So I didn't say nothing. I just kind of just stopped coming around and then little stuff. And I just kind of got probably overly sensitive about little things that just seemed like, when after J Dub had did all that stuff, and I overestimated the relationship with Kimmy and Pizarro. Or like, because I wasn't privy to if they talked offline with her or nothing like that. So I think I overestimated that. And so I was a little disappointed. But she don't owe me or her anything. But I just didn't like that they were coming on. And then, she has a rule where she doesn't block people off her chat. And then, of course, I kind of, when the stuff happened with Seven and J Dunn and them, I definitely didn't want to be over there when they were just over there roaming around. And, I just felt little stuff. And I felt like another side issue, just, little stuff. And I still was supporting Tracy. And then that just became increasingly, I think an issue as far as just different little stuff. Whenever things would come up, she would just be a point of contention too. And I just said, I'm not even windmilling for people anymore. And because I've just seen little stuff. And like people are just so quick to sell you out for like just crazy stuff.
So do you
Huh?
have an issue? Do you have an issue with Miss Pizarro? Do you have an issue with her?
Yeah, because I was upset with her, for letting Jay Dunn come over there. I felt like, I guess I overestimated the relationship between her and Kimmy, and I shouldn't have, because I guess that's why I got mad at her about that. I was like, well, she shouldn't even be letting her come over here. And that's my personal opinion. And I did get upset about that. And so I started not coming around as much. And then when that happened with me, Jay Dunn was still over there. So I knew we weren't that close either, but I just didn't, I just like, but you see what they doing, like outright, like unprovoked over somebody's opinion. And I know we share a lot of similar views, and we don't believe that people's mouths should get them doxxed. And so I was thinking, I guess I did assume that she wouldn't let them come over there because of that. But then, that was wrong of me putting those expectations of her. But I do have a right to just decide I just ain't fucking with it no more. And then other little stuff started happening. I wanted to pull away from it all after this weekend. But I didn't want to say, and I was going to, a couple times I was tempted to say something super bizarre when Jay Dunn be over there. And the chat would even say little stuff about like, make her go. And I said little indirect, little stuff to her, kind of a little directly. I was just like, she shouldn't even be over here. And I think Pizarro could tell I was upset because she's kind of said little stuff to know that I'm not pleased about that. But basically, this is her chat, blah, blah, blah. And it is. So I just respected that. So I didn't come over as much and I didn't go on the panels anymore. It was about not going with Jay Dunn. And then I just stopped going totally. And I actually have not been on a lot of people's channels lately, period. I've been taking more of a break after what happened to Kim. That's like kind of coincide. And it made it seem like maybe I was scared of being doxxed too. That wasn't what it was. It was just, I started seeing another side of people I didn't like after this in their response to that situation and opinion on it.
Okay.
And that's
And
fine for me to feel that way. Though crimes have been committed
right.
by me not feeling that way. I'm just more honest about the stuff out loud that other people aren't. And so then when I saw that Kim wasn't necessarily saying her true feelings directly to Pizarro, I was kind of like, well, hell, I ain't finna keep on being these Captain Saber hoes and taking stance and being direct with Pizarro and nobody else doing it. Hell, it ain't that deep for me. So I just stopped because I was like, I ain't finna just keep. Now, why should I just go out and just for full transparency say, go walk into a line of fire with all of them? When you got up the one that got doxxed and not sharing your opinion on Pizarro, like that's not fair. So hell, that's what kind of really to be all the way real.
Wait, so you're saying that Kimmy never shared her true feelings with Pizarro about how she felt about her?
Yeah, and I'm like, so why should I be the one? Because I'm always the one getting on the panel just saying what other people want. But hell, to a point, it's kind of like, okay, why get into a nasty confrontation with Pizarro over this when you're not even saying anything about it? And what made me start to get upset about Jay Dunn them being in the chat is because of what happened to you. But you're not even saying anything directly to Pizarro. I didn't, so like, I'm not gonna do it either. So I just start backing away totally altogether. I mean, what's the point of me going out there?
So your negative feelings towards Pizarro comes with Pizarro allowing people in the chat who doxed Kimmy, who you have obviously a rapport with, right?
Yeah. That
Okay.
and then when the same people with me, I was just like, I didn't want to entertain them, and I just felt like she was entertaining Jay Dunn. Not even this because the danger. I felt the stuff with Jay Dunn was just over the top because she was even getting her, and I even was over there arguing with her on her behalf about her looping her in the baby case the case situation. That's not whatever, and all of that. And I'm like, you trying to set her up and make her get along with you. That girl ain't mad at her. She mad at you. She's not trying to put with Pizarro and nothing. I was even mad about that. And I'm like, what more? And it just frustrated me because I was like, it's for the sake of just for her entertainment on the show where she brings her panel when she's so like she's dangerously dirty. And I know for a fact what she's done offline to Kimmy even is dangerous, and that's and see, I thought Pizarro privy to more than what she probably was. A lot of stuff over the weekend has been flashing mirrors and let me see things ain't like I thought because I assumed that Pizarro was privy to some of that, and even with that information, she entertained Jada. So yeah.
Okay. And now Miss Bless Watkins says that she says, "Look, I guess she was to say, look, I text you, I called you twice, and text you this morning. I showed text on my live. Do you have anything to
I
say to
didn't get the
Bless
text.
regarding?"
I didn't get no text or no missed call. Even my husband said this morning because that's the one person I was worried about just ghosting because I already said I was just going to be done with it all with everybody. And my husband was even like, like it's odd, Miss Bless ain't called you since Saturday. And I was like, no, but I mean, everybody's just starting to move funny because I started hearing that Bless and Lady Nika was saying that people were saying I was talking about them and they were mad. I didn't listen to the lives, but I had saw an image of Lady Nika sit up on the panel about it, and they were like going with it. And I'm like, they ain't even called and asked me, like, what in the world? And I was like, the only person I'll talk on the phone to, because the person, I guess whoever said I was talking about Lady Nika, and I still know what I said I said this. And so the only person I talk on the phone to are Kimmy and Miss Bless. So I'm just like, and I don't know what could have been said. And then I found that nobody had any proof. They were saying in the chat, "Oh, we still haven't seen no proof." But they're just believing this. They haven't even called me or asked me anything. People are just making accusations. I saw a thing where Manny said he was going to do something to me over Lady talking about Lady Nika, and I'm thinking they haven't even called and asked me anything. I haven't,
Okay,
and
so
now
let me stop you there because this is what's causing this issue, because they are saying that you're getting grouped in with, I feel, things that maybe Kimmy has done because they're saying that you said things negatively about Blessed and Lady Nika. Like that's not true, right?
no. Ain't
Okay.
nobody even shown. I mean, they can't show anything, but they still haven't even attempted to. What proof do they have? I don't even know who's saying this and what proof. And what hurt me and why I just left everything unsubscribed from everybody was the fact that all it took us for what I know, faceless chosen chats to say to you this. You're not even, and then for you to have in your black and white possession that peace, love, comment on my logo, and you saw me say joke like, don't show this to nobody. And for all her, she got to say is it didn't happen. And you got the proof. You just go, well, oh, I didn't know that. Wait a minute, you didn't know that. You know otherwise. You have the proof. And also, you ain't asked me. Like that's and so I got stubborn and got pissed. And I was just gonna forget all of it. And I did feel guilty because I said, that's what things, wonder because we talk all the time. But then when stuff started coming back, and I'm thinking, I'm not trusting nobody because it's not making sense. And then people saying they called me when I have no missed calls and no texts. But to be honest, if I would have got a text this morning that she does, like letting us know when she go live, it wouldn't matter. I normally don't respond to those directly. I'll just come on live unless we were talking about something. But I wouldn't have responded because I was pissed at that time and I didn't want to see none of their lives, so I wouldn't be tempted to click on. So I unsubscribed from everyone. And I even told you today, I'm pissed, you're mad. You're like, yeah, but you don't want to give the assumption that some of that stuff is true. I said, but they didn't even listen to me say it. I said, peace, love. Some was still caping for believing her. And she took that and posted conversations between us and manipulated stuff. So hell, I'm seeing the truth and people twisting it. And I'm like, about that. So what the hell with all this stuff on top? That's not going to be a productive conversation. So I don't even want to be tempted because I know how I am. You know me, I'm not scared of clicking no link going so this virtual war, if anything. And I ain't never been scared to click a link. But this stuff hits different. It actually hurts because y'all not even asking me. And I've done
Well,
nothing but support these people.
Bless said that I wasn't believing nothing. You weren't answering me. So, did you receive any phone calls from Bless? I mean,
I got my phone right here. I will send you my screen image. And neither one of them is glue like lines, because sometimes I have texts on another number, whatever. I have not seen no missed calls, and that's what hurt me more. And that's why I didn't want to get an alert even when she was going live. Oh, Sir King, can you let me send you, somebody asking for the link, and I'm finna see what's up. I'm gonna send you this message and tell you who, okay?
Okay. Now before we drop the link, let me get this one part because this is key and a lot of people talking about this. Now, Peace Love said that she did not see your logo. I mean, we heard that. She said she did not see logo. Brianna repeated the same thing, that she did not see your logo, but she saw your logo, right?
Yes, and I sent you. Did you see the message I had sent you? I don't know if you had a chance to look
Right.
at
Do
it.
you want me to show the message, or
Yeah.
okay, okay. All right, because we just trying. We know that Peace Love stated her piece and said that she did not see the logo, and I mean, let me see if I can bring it up real quick. Hold on. Okay. All right, hold on. Okay. Okay. So here's the message between y'all two. I don't know if the audience can see it, but we'll read it for them. Here it is. Says Peace Love says, I like the logo. It needs to be large in the profile pic, but it's pretty. If your company is named Miss O, you need to be heavily branded. More photos of you and you doing what you do. Have you ever thought about investing in a branding photo shoot? Okay, and then Peace Love says all communication is confidential. All right.
And then the email that I got, I mean, the message I got sent right before my information was leaked was 7, which is what made, Kimmy say, doesn't that seem suspicious?
Who sent that email though?
The message, no, Peace Love sent me a message right before 7 had doxed me saying, I heard, rumblings. I thought she was talking about, at the time, I just thought she was talking about the threat that she made on Claudiva. And she said, I heard, that they're getting ready to dox you. I just want to let you know that anything that you send me, I would never disclose. YouTube is YouTube and business. I said, oh, of course. I would even have linked that to you. And I said, oh, she just making threats. And like about an hour later, she dropped the video. At that time, I hadn't told anybody I had sent her my business message because it wasn't really nothing to tell nobody. It was some between us. And it wasn't, really relevant to anything. That's when I said, I got a strange, message from Peace Love to Kimmy. I just said out the blue, I was like, but I had told her, because we were just talking about my situation and what to do and what I was doing as far as my case. And I was like, but I had told her I would think she did that. And we and her didn't even say nothing to each other really back and forth about that. I didn't think it went nowhere. I didn't know that Kim had just, dropped it to Brianna, like kind of just saying, when they talked about it. And I guess, I don't mind though. I mean, that's not that wouldn't bother me. But I hadn't talked about it with Brianna because there was nothing to talk about. I didn't even tell Brianna that she had sent me that message right before that happened to 7 until I realized that I guess Kim must have said something to her about it. Well, then we talked and, I was like, but, other people have my name. I'm not just going to put that on that woman. And I said this on the live Saturday night. And even when I was defending Kim, I said, but I still said I'm not just going to put that until I see something in black and white. I didn't treat her no different. And I was like, and I was not going to say that because until I saw black and white. And even since being the moving funny after that and lying about all this stuff, I'm still not going to say that. It looks suspicious, and I can see why they wanted me to see that she was the one who probably shared my first and last name to 7 for her to get the images or whatever. It made me feel even more naive, kind of for like caping for her a little bit still Saturday night, because you just didn't even hear all of that. If she would have heard the live, she surely wouldn't have just released that conversation between me and her on Custer's channel. Because what were you mad at me for? I was kind of taking a little risk by still saying, no, I'm still not going to put that on her. And now the narrative is being spent that I accused Peace Love of being a doxer. And I'm thinking I said the complete opposite Saturday. And nobody's refuting this stuff for me. Nobody's saying anything to refute this.
Right. Okay. And the next thing, I know this has already been discussed before, but the whole thing about sending that whole message regarding Pizarro, just break that down about your true intentions of sending Peace Love that message that people saying that you wanted her docs, and I don't think that was the case. That
No,
was just
it was a kiki, and I mean, we didn't talk about little stuff and said little screenshot images. Somebody actually just sent me that, and the person sent me that I don't even think was being malicious. I didn't realize at the time until somebody told me when I looked down at the chain of how I got it. Like they had left a little bit, I guess, the screenshot they took. I mean, the hyperlink they took it from. I didn't realize it was on Teresa's community wall, so people had already seen it. And I'm sure because I was herself, and then I realized the video was even older than that. And I mean, I was just discussing it with her, like, well, do you think it is, blah, blah. And I just was like, yeah, maybe Teresa was right, because that was the same voice I remember hearing in this weird clip on something she played when she got mad at her. So it was messy, but come on, I didn't really want, for one thing, Peace Love didn't really know at the time that I kind of knew that I didn't. Custer had put some stuff for Kim on his community wall, and Peace Love had told him to take it down because Kim contacted her. And that's when all that You Did Me a Favor stuff came at. And so, but I had discussed that I knew all that with Peace Love. So I just kind of made a comment like, when she said, well, I can't figure it out, because the voice don't sound. And I said, well, how I put Custer on the case like that. It was no more, and you could tell the gaps in our communication when we did it talk regularly. So was it messy? Yeah, but we're not friends. Clearly, and people say messy stuff all the time. Hell, messy stuff is done over there in my face. So come on there. Let's not act like we above mess. I just said the mess out loud. I didn't create no troll page and said the mess. I just said it, and I be messing with her. Yeah, but it takes two to tango, two to have a conversation. Then I wouldn't leave that a conversation like that for malice intent. But all because you didn't hear me on my thing, and you're lumping me in with everybody else's agenda. When I simply have said I did not complete it, I did not believe that. Did it seem odd when they paid the case a little bit more? Yeah, it seemed even more odd. But I still said I would not call you that or mention that. I wouldn't have said anything had y'all not got to arguing about it. The troll page.
okay. All right. So, do you want me to drop this link so they can come? I mean, so we can. I mean, maybe y'all can hash this out and get this rectified.
What you say?
Are you ready? Do you want me to drop the link for them? Is that okay?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
You can't yeah, that'd be better probably, yeah.
Yeah, because I just want to get your story and your point of view out first before they, came up. All right. There's some people that I guess that Miss O wants to speak to, so feel free to hit the link if you want to speak to her right now. Okay. All right. Okay, and then you said that people are asking why you didn't respond to Bless text message. You said because you just didn't see it, or
I didn't get a text or a missed call from Bless, but what I had said was if I did have got the text that because I guess you said that she texted like she texts all the time telling her mom she going live in general today. I didn't get that text, and all the time I don't always get those texts where she say she going live, and when she do send them, I not get them. I don't necessarily respond to those. I just go ahead and go live. But I wouldn't have did it today because I on purpose unsubscribed from everyone because I was pissed because they were just believing these narratives, and I still am waiting on what I said. Is it really unreasonable for me to find out what I'm being accused of saying about Lady Nika and Bless and why? That's crazy. I still haven't heard that.
I understand. Well, Miss O, I think Seven's in the background. Do you want to speak to her?
Hell no.
Okay. Well, Seven, she don't want to speak to you. So
where would I talk to her for?
I don't tell her how you feel. I don't know. I'm just giving you the opportunity.
I still ain't addressed that situation out loud.
I understand. All right.
But and it's still, I don't know. I don't understand what's the big thing. If I'm being accused of saying something, and then I still don't even know why Bless is even irritated with me. Cause I mean, what am I accused of saying? I still ain't heard it.
Based on what she was saying this morning, was like, I expected to hear from you with everything that was going on, and she said that she gave you the courtesy.
The same thing. I thought it was odd that she didn't call me after that live where it happened with Kim. That's why I kind of thought, maybe is she mad at me about that? For Pizarro? Because surely not. I don't think she would care about what I would say about Pizarro. And I was like, but then why are people saying that I'm talking about Lady Nika? And somebody said I said that. No person I talk on the phone to is Kim and Miss Bless. And I was like, so And that's all. And I already expressed to Kim, like we had talked after that I mean, when I first talked to Kim, or should have missed Kim after that live, I was really upset with what happened on that live. And I was going to not talk to everybody now. And, and I told Kim exactly that too. Like we had a conversation about that. So I was mad at everybody. And I just found it strange because I was like, she would call me for less. And I'm like, and that she didn't say anything. And I'm like, and now I'm being accused. And they're the only two people I talked to on the phone. So who is, like, what are they saying? And then when I hear Bless added to it, knowing they're saying you talking about Bless, and I'm thinking, wait a minute, why wouldn't they ask
Okay.
me that?
Well, maybe we can get down to that. Getting that answer for you. We do
You,
have.
I mean, but you even said you heard I was talking about Leonika, and you said that
With
on your
that, I
live just
mean,
now.
yeah, the way it was getting mixed up, I was thinking that you were behind the scenes saying stuff. But hold on one second. Let's see who this is. Hello, who's this?
Hi, Sir King. It's Kimmy.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing the same. Thank you for being here.
Sure, absolutely. Hi, Miss O.
Hey,
All right. So, um, I there was some things that were said kind of in the beginning that I want to clarify, if you don't mind, Sir King. Um, First
Sure,
thing
go
I
ahead. Sure.
Okay, thank you. So the first thing I heard was that I was trolling people that I was supposedly cool with. That's absolutely not the case. Um,
I didn't. Did I say? I didn't say that, did I?
no, no,
I didn't
no.
say that.
I said
Oh,
Sir King. So,
oh.
yeah, so I know that that was the narrative, Sir King, and you were just simply reporting that, but that's not the case. Um, I had an exchange with Nika. I was having an exchange with someone else, and Nika kind of jumped in, and then she and I had an exchange, and it was banter. It was nothing. As far as the other person is concerned, Brianna's friend, CT, whatever. I said what I said to that individual. I had said it directly to that individual. I said the same thing again, was not disrespectful. That individual did acknowledge that I was not disrespectful to her. She in turn was very vile and disrespectful to me, but I was not to her under the Madison Blue page. So I just want to kind of clear that up, Sir King, because I do know that that's an ongoing narrative that, oh my gosh, she was trolling her friends. No, I was not.
Mm-mm.
No, but that's wait a minute though. That's not true because even
Mm.
Brianna said that she had to tell you to chill out when you were going at Pizarro though.
No, that's not true. Let me
Please,
clarify
Lord.
that for you. Let me clarify that for you, Sir
Whoa,
King.
whoa, 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 whoa. Now,
It
Bree
wasn't.
did say that though.
Wait,
Go ahead.
I'm
Okay.
happy to clarify it. I'm happy
Okay.
to clarify it. So what Brianna did say, and there was a lot going on, so I can understand how it could be misconstrued. What Brianna said was she told me to chill out with the banter between Peace, Love, and I, not Pazar. Because she
Okay.
even said herself, she didn't see it wasn't a disrespectful thing. Pizarro got disrespectful with me under that troll page, not the other way around.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So I just wanted to clarify that. So again, I was not out here trolling people that I was supposedly in YouTube shits with, or you know cool with her, but that just wasn't true. So I wanted to clarify that, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to do so.
So you didn't troll Lady Nika under no Madison Blue page or
No,
nothing like
Lady
that?
Nika, no, 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 no. Lady Nika and I had an exchange back and forth, ha ha kind of situation. It wasn't ever I berated Nika or I tore Nika down in any way. Absolutely not. So that's not true.
Do the same for Bless Watkins because Bless Watkins is thinking that she's caught up in this situation too with the Madison Blue page as
I don't
well.
know why, because Bless Watkins has absolutely nothing to do with that. So how would
Okay.
Bless Watkins be caught up? You know what I mean? Like that she's not caught up in anything. unless she's inserting herself. It has nothing to do with her.
Okay, but and then Miss Dio said that she knows that you have some feelings towards Bizarro and felt that maybe she was caught in between expressing those feelings. And I mean, do you feel that way?
Okay, that's a great question. So I wanted to clarify that too. Number one, I never, and I think she can, and Miss O can attest to this. I've never asked anyone to windmill on my behalf.
Nope.
So
Nope.
I never, yeah. So I never asked Miss O to windmill Pazar or anyone on my behalf. So that's number one. Nor was that ever my expectation. I shared my feelings about Pizarro. Pizarro and I had a huge blowout yesterday or the day before. I can't even remember. And she said how she felt. I said how I felt. She said that she knew that I had the problem, whatever. However, it was hard for me to discern, but something to that effect. And I was clear that I never liked her. We were never friends. We were cordial. So we were cordial because we had a mutual friend, but it didn't go anything. It didn't go further than that. So she and I were never friends. Pizarro, I don't remember Pizarro ever saying that we were friends. And I certainly didn't say that to her either or about her because that wouldn't have been true.
But see, this where
Okay.
Lady Nika and Bless coming from, I still don't get because now I did not remember even hearing that Kim had said anything about Lady Nika or Bless on the show. All of a sudden, they started saying that Kim said something about Lady Nika and Bless. I ain't seen no screenshots, no
Okay,
proof, heard
so
no proof. And then
this
they're
is
saying
what
I did, but if Kim wasn't even talking about him, how can I get lumped in with Kim? But that's not
well
the cop
this is
out.
this is how it plays out. Lady Nika went up on Bless Walker's platform, I think, or whoever's platform, so many damn platforms, and said that she was going to come to Kimmy's defense and go up there, but she decided not to because somebody who was a reliable friend of Lady Nika's told her not to because Pretty Kimmy was on her troll pages, Madison Boo, saying disparaging things about Lady Nika in someone else's chat. And that's how that whole rumor got started, you know. So that's what she said. Okay.
She just took them at face value without no proof.
I mean, that's the word I mean, that's what Lady Nika said.
That's why
And
I'm
someone
gonna get for
contacted.
people like that who just gonna do me like that. Like,
Yeah, and that'll be your decision, Miss O. I did want to clarify that because again, I never asked anyone to windmill on my behalf. Pizarro never, just full transparency. She never said she. We never have been. We were cordial. If Miss O was feeling, because Miss O, I did hear you say that if I wasn't being honest about my feelings or if I didn't say something, there was nothing to be said. This person is
no,
not my friend.
Pizarro asked, why didn't I confront? And I'm like, well, if Kim is not even telling you, because I admit I was only upset about how she was letting Jay Dunn, like, follow around the chat. If Kim ain't even saying that to her, why would I get in the direct crossfire in the argument with telling Pizarro? I was answering what she asked me in the chat
Oh, okay.
just now.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, great. Thank you for clarifying that because that just, yeah. She was
What
never we were never friends.
okay, well what is your issue with Pizarro? Why you don't like Pizarro?
I made it pretty clear the other day. I She's just not my cup of tea. We And I'm not hers, and that's fine. And we had a mutual friend, and that was that on that. It's really nothing more profound than that. Just you meet people in life, or you come across people in life, and it's just not your thing, and that's just not my thing.
Okay, and then why is peace love not your cup of tea?
Um, with peace, love, we were cordial and everything was fine, and I was majorly disappointed to find out some of the things I found out. It'll all come out in the end, but I just I
Well, can you give us an estimate of when the end will be? I mean,
mm-mm, because I don't know. but it'll come out. It's already starting to though, right? So I think that I'm a really easy scapegoat, so that's fine. You guys can continue to use me as a scapegoat. I have no issue with that. The bottom line to it is though, it'll all come out. hmm I think you should
Yeah.
probably look at the big picture. It'll all come out in the end.
But I
Okay,
think let's
hold on
not
one second.
gloss over the fact that she's lying because I showed you. Because I don't understand why she would lie about getting my logo. What's the big deal? She just looked at my logo. Why would she keep on mentioning that and saying she's? And when I showed you the proof,
Yeah, I did
I
see the
mean,
proof
I get what you,
actually.
I understand. I understand what you're saying. I get. They're saying that she didn't say that she didn't get it. That maybe she didn't get your name from the logo. Is that? I mean, that's what they're saying. She said. But I
that's
gotta
why I
take a
wasn't
moment.
going to completely believe that she did it, and that's why I said that over and
Right.
over
I
again.
understand. But I gotta take a moment real quick, ladies, to acknowledge the people who are blessing the broadcast. Hello, Ivy Janae. Thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you so much. Thank you, Community Wall. Community Wall has a question. Why did Miss O want intel on Pizarro? That is their question. Um, I mean,
I didn't ask for
do
no
you want
intel on Pizarro. What
to?
the? I
Okay.
didn't ask for any. What's he talking about?
And
They're
thank you,
probably
Skid
talking
Row.
about that message you sent.
When I
Yeah.
made a comment about put custody on the case.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but I already at nauseum I've said that that was a crass joke and it was not literal and it was my way of digging it. I mean, I said that at nauseum about that.
Let me explain that situation. So, the Miss O, okay, everybody knows about the text or the DM message where the Miss O sent peace, love, the thing regarding Pizarro that was put out regarding her information and stuff like that. And then she was saying something, some other information, and then she said something about put Custer on the case. She says that she was joking. She even uses a laughing emoji and things like that. Okay,
Because
so
P.
that
Post
is
said,
what.
I don't think it's the voice. And I said, I don't know. It might sound of it. Hey, maybe Teresa was right. It was all tongue in cheek and it was just messy, but it wasn't nothing. I mean, that's crazy. And then Custard, I ain't got no communication. He can't tell you I talked to him like I followed through on that. And you can see the gap in the communication. And she didn't really think that because, and also we were both mutually, she was like, well, I don't know. The voice sounds, and I just said, oh, well, put Custard in the case because, of course, I told you the prior reason why, it was looking funny with my message because of stuff that we can't, that Kim not gonna go into, along with how that just seemed strange right beforehand. I got that message, but I was not going to do that. And it's like she missed that. And I just don't appreciate how reckless she moved after that. She blocked me on Instagram, then went and posted that, like there was some smoking gun besides just being messy. And now she's just lying about stuff you don't even gotta lie about. Why? I mean, the logo is, why would you have to lie about that? That's nothing. Why is that even being discussed? But the fact that you would lie is suspicious. Like you moving funny. Like you lashing out at me when I defended you even still. You didn't even go back and listen to that. When you didn't show up for Bizarre Live after a video, you kind of initiated. You went over to Cussless Live real reckless, disclosing IG messages and then blocking me first on IG before, like all while I'm live over there with Brianna and them channel with Kimmy and them. That all was just weird and sneaky. So it's making it look worse. And then you just straight out lying. And what's bothering me is my so-called people, who have YouTube shits or whatever, just letting her say reckless stuff when you have the proof in your hand. I sent you every screenshot of our communication and you see where she commented on it. And you're the one who were trying
Huh.
to tell me that I was being naive not to believe that she might not do it. So it's like you wouldn't even stand up for me. Like that's what's pissing me. That's what's hurting me. It's not the normal pissed off. This is actually hurtful because the girl, I mean, and you see it, Sir King. She did see
Who
it, but I
was
don't even
wait?
know why
Who
she would lie.
wait? Who was calling you naive?
It was not, I mean, not necessarily saying the word naive, but I guess because I was like saying, well, why would she do it? No, think about it. Don't be just, trusting or whatever you want to call it, because it looks weird because of how the timing and everything. And I was like, yeah, and I was like, but I can't say I thought the message was weird. Why would she think that I would think she would give my information? Because her review of my site had happened way before this. And like,
But
I'm
why do you
like, why
think
would
she
she think?
blocked you on Instagram though? Why do you think she
That's
blocked
what
you
I'm
on
saying.
Instagram?
Exactly. That's weird. You blocked me while we on live, and then you release our message about Pizarro. And I'm thinking, but then you just lying about simple stuff, like looking at my logo. Like, why lie about that? Why would that? what would that matter if you? I mean, you. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, why lie about that? And it can so easily be debunked because the message is in there from when you reviewed it.
All
Okay,
right, guys,
there is
I'm gonna
somebody that
step
also.
down. Oh, I'm
Wait,
sorry.
wait, I got a wait, I got a question for you, Kimmy.
Okay,
But I got one more question for Miss Theo. They
sure.
did say that something you made a comment, like about a colorist statement, and that galvanized a former not teammate, former classmate to reach out to the people who put out your private information. Did you hear about
Huh?
that? Yeah, there was some rumor that was going around that you had made
What
a
wrong?
colorist
I didn't
statement.
hear you. I made a close statement about who?
I don't know. I'm just saying that's what they said that you had made a colorist statement one time, and that
No, that
galvanized,
was
I guess, a
something
form.
between Peace Love and Brianna. They color something was between Peace Love and Brianna. They ain't have nothing to do with me. It was something
Okay,
about these
all right.
I heard that Saturday night. That ain't got nothing to do with me. What?
I'm just asking the questions that the people are putting in the chat. All right. So let me ask Pretty Kimmy a question. So Kimmy, why did you feel compelled to create a troll page, Madison Blue?
Okay, I created the page to garner some information that I needed, and I got that confirmation and information needed.
You used the troll page to play detective to get the information that you needed, but you
Yes.
also used it to maybe troll people as well.
Who did I troll, Sir King? Since you're your avatar king, so maybe you can tell me. Because as far as I'm concerned, I didn't like I don't have a problem with Nika. So if Nika and I had an exchange that she's not comfortable with, I'm happy to have that conversation with Nika behind the scenes. I don't have a problem with Nika, if that makes sense. I don't The only other person that I remember having an exchange with was the other individual, and I despise that individual, and the feelings are mutual both ways. She despises me, I despise her.
Who was the other individual so that we don't get like these insinuations and subliminals
No, it's
mixed up?
Pizarro. It's Pizarro.
Oh,
Yeah. So that's the only, and even when I had
wait,
that
wait, but
exchange with her,
Kimmy,
hmm
you very knowledgeable about vocabulary, and to say
hmm
that you despise someone is equated to hate. So that's strong words.
okay. I don't equate the two, but okay.
Despise is to hate, and to hate is to despise.
Okay. I'm not saying hate. I said despise.
Despise is hate, though.
Okay. I'm not saying hate. I'm saying despise, and I ain't changing it, Sir King.
But
Is there
despise is to
anything
hate, though.
else?
Okay, I'm just saying that you hate her. Why do you hate somebody?
I don't I don't hate anyone.
That's what despise means, though.
I mean, I don't hate I don't hate anyone.
Okay. All
But I
right.
can
Have you
I
ever
can
met
despise
Pizarro?
someone with respect.
Have you ever met Pizarro?
Absolutely not. Why would she want to meet me, and why would I ever want to meet her?
So how could you hate someone that you never met?
I do not hate her. I despise Okay, maybe this is better. I despise the behavior. It's just not my cup of tea. And I'm not hers. And
Okay.
that's okay.
You are you jealous of? And I don't mean people are going to say, "Oh, you're being messy," but no, I'm asking an honest question. A lot of people
Sure.
will want to know. Are you jealous of the rapport relationship that she has with Brianna?
No. Because
You're
for me
not.
to be jealous, no, for me to be jealous of it would mean that I want to be in that position. And no, I'm good.
And you okay? All
13,
right.
they're saying that Peace Love never did say that she didn't see my logo.
She did say that. But anyway, is there anything else, Sir King? Because I'm going to hop off, but I do appreciate you allowing me up.
Sure. I have a couple more questions. Thank you for your time. Are you going to continue your presence here? Um,
No,
online.
no, I don't. Not necessarily. No. I saw what was happening tonight, and my name was mentioned, and I just wanted an opportunity to clarify some things. And Sir King, and you know this, in this sector, it's so interesting. A lie is more entertaining than the truth. So
Yeah.
people will entertain the lie, right? So it really doesn't matter what I say
Yeah.
because people are going to have their own thing. Yeah.
Okay, and are you going to come back on another page?
No.
Okay, so you're going to completely log off.
Yeah. No, I got the information I needed. I'm good.
And do you and Brianna eat, go to restaurants together and stuff?
I'd rather not discuss Brianna and I's friendship.
I mean, it was discussed. I mean, you guys hang out though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, okay. Oh, anything else? I mean, is there anything else you want to say to the people?
No, other than have a good evening, Sir King, and thank you for your time.
Oh, wait, I have one more question. One more question. I have one more question. This will be
Sure.
the last question. Do
Okay.
you feel that you disrespected Brianna's platform by, maybe trolling her and people in her chat?
Uh, no, no.
Why?
And
Why
then,
not? Why
and
not?
okay, yeah, and that's a good question. So, no, in retrospect, if I had different set of facts, I
All right,
would not have. If I had had a different set of facts, then I would not have even engaged Peace Love in her chat. That I do regret. I take responsibility for it. And the way that I live my life, and she knows this, and people close to me know this, and I've said this several times, is the best apology is change behavior. So I'm never, ever, ever going to say an apology to placate trolls in a chat, if that makes sense. Like the best apology is just not to do it again and change the behavior and acknowledge what you did. And those things I have acknowledged, I have owned, and then you just change the behavior and do better next time.
Okay. All right. And there's, I mean, I'm not mean to be messy, but they're saying you're jealous of peace, love. Do you care to dispel that?
Again, Sir King, a lie is far more entertaining than the truth. So I'm not jealous of anyone. I think it's an affront to God Himself to envy His creation in someone else and not appreciate what He's created in you. So I'm completely comfortable in what God gave me, and kudos to what He gave other people. I have
What has God given you? Just so the audience knows and they can
It's not
recognize that.
important to me that your audience knows that, but
Well,
whatever God.
the world know. The world needs to know because I think right now you kind of your reputation is somewhat tarnished. So just know, let them know what
Well,
God has given you.
Well, I think that I don't really care about what people think. I think it's over here. I just don't care. It's not that important to me. What I do know is it will all come out in the wash, because that's what happens, right? Like day by day by day, people are learning more and more. And so I just think that,
All this stuff that went on over there, that's going on now, ain't got nothing to do with us, and that's why I'm glad that you told me maybe you need to defend yourself because after this, I'm done. Like, and the reason why I'm mad is because these people still have not told me what I said, believing what people say, and no, now it's all coming back to me a little bit more. Not only did I know y'all not lying about Peace Love saying that she didn't see my logo. Some people are saying she didn't say that, and some people said she said it, then corrected it. But the thing is, she didn't. She just throwing out stuff. I heard myself her say something about the way that she saw my page, and that was a complete lie. And all she said it to Brianna, and all she said was, "Oh, if I would have known that, I wouldn't have defended." I'm like, "What the hell to do with defending me?" And I'm like, "What do you mean you would have known that? Did you ask me that? She just said something. Nobody asked me anything. She said something. Random trolls in the chat were saying stuff, and I heard people I thought cared about me saying, "Oh, she said that. Oh, okay. Then there's a." Nobody asked me. They didn't show. They didn't even have to show you a screenshot. They could be edited. Watch
right.
Okay,
nothing.
well let's maybe somebody in the background could maybe show you something. I don't know. I
Mhm.
said this person will never be on my platform again, but I'm going to excuse my own rules for the betterment of you two ladies here. Do you care to speak to Jay Dunn?
Ugh, she's a waste of skin and bones. Good evening, Sir King. Have a good night. Demon
All right,
Soul,
you take
have
care,
a good
Kimmy.
evening.
Okay, sorry, Jay Dunn. They don't want to speak to you. Kimmy doesn't want. I'm sorry, Jay Dunn. I asked them. They don't want to speak to you.
They have
Okay.
nothing to do. Yes, I don't care what they think. They my case with them is separate.
Thank you, Pretty Kimmy, for coming through. We appreciate you being so candid and honest. We still want to know what is the God-given ability that you've been blessed with. I think that people want to know that. All right, because I mean I'm not being facetious. I think we want to know. All right. Um, anything else you want to say, D Miss O? I
No,
mean,
because I'm just mad because there's nothing gonna be from this because these people and people who I thought had offended me, like man, threatening them to like just do me harm, take the excess skin off my body and crazy like that. Somebody sent me a screenshot of y'all ain't got nobody ain't telling me still what I said about that woman. And nobody ain't still telling me. So all of this lets me know that I don't need to, give. I mean, y'all don't have to have nothing on me to just totally believe. I don't want to associate with y'all. That decision was already made, but I'm coming to talk about it because it's
wait. So are you saying that you are going to separate yourself from the YouTube ships that you are
yeah,
forming?
yeah, and that's why I wasn't dropping down and stuff in the chats and whatever because I don't subscribe, so I wouldn't see them. I wouldn't be tempted to go back and forth and be lured in because I'm done. Because this is a different thing. This ain't like the normal woo bang and all that. This is hurtful. People who I've only supported are just letting somebody say something, and they're saying it. And now I'm come finding out even Kim, wasn't even saying stuff about Lady Nika and Bliss under a troll name. So that whole thing about, well, maybe they lumping you in with that's not even true. So you're just taking the word of, I ain't got no proof, and then you ain't called to ask or nothing. And it's just odd to me because all of a sudden now I would normally hear from like the same thing she says about me. I would normally hear from her too. And then, it's just everything is just weird. And if a piece of the like just lie about something so simple and try to throw me under the bus when I kept defending her, I kept saying over and over again, I did not. I kept not wanting to believe it. And even to the point of, even Brianna and Kim thinking like, don't be naive. Can I just use that word? I don't know exact word because think about it. Why would, anybody else, you said you don't believe other people who had your name would do it. And then the one other person who I'm not getting along with, I even said I didn't think she would do it because she don't like her, whatever.
Well, let me chime in here. I think what happened with Peace of Love is that she was infatuated with the viewers of you coloring in the coloring book, and she got there at the last minute and then jumped in and heard something that was out of context and heard you saying something about the logo and thought and proceeded to be something else. That's what I think. So yeah.
That's reckless. And then you just recklessly do me like that. I mean, over that. I mean, I'm gonna stand in there. I said it was messy, but that's the only crime I'm accused of being messy. Well, then that's a full-time job for these people. And it's like, my only fault was being too invested, which I will admit. That's what I even was honest to you. I said I had a discussion with my husband, and he let me he owned my shit. He said you got too invested, and you thought that you being loyal to folks that you ain't been through nothing with, and and all this windmilling and campaigning, and all of that. He was like, and he said, and you got too invested, and he was like, and then you thinking you could just come up there and understand. He said you're acting like that. The stuff that you've been witnessing, or even being a part of the spots with the panels and going at people for stuff, you didn't. It was, you don't now that it's on you. It ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun. And so now you getting to see, and your fault was thinking that you could find loyalty in all of that. So that was your fault. That's on you. And and then being more like worried about, well, if I just totally just go away, like Miss Grace would be concerned because we talk every day and I'm still feeling bad. And I'm thinking, but these people are taking people's words and stuff about me at face value. And that feeling went to anger. And so I didn't want to get notifications. I still haven't seen the live what Peace Love did in order for Brianna to go live Saturday night, which they didn't tell me about. I was totally blindsided with that. I clicked the link because my friend texted me and asked me, could I click the link because she was just up there by herself. And I started asking them questions. It's obvious I didn't know what was going on. And then I was still kind of being a little bit risking, them not, to be a little, and, maybe mad at me because I said, well, I'm still not going to say that girl did that. But then all this stuff started happening. It made me look at stuff suspicious. And it's like, I'm even capable of you still a little bit. And you just recklessly did that to set this narrative that's not true. And it's like that was used to take stuff away from other things. I was using a scapegoat for that. And now everybody's just moving funny. I haven't heard from the people I would normally hear for. I took everybody off my IG that's connected to YouTube, because what I wanted to see is if people, because I didn't want to block people and all that just because they're association with people. That's not fair, and I didn't want to do that. And I said, the people who really, care for me or whatever, they would try to contact me, and then I would add them back like that. I could just weed out who's just, there wasn't a lot of people anyway. And then I'm noticing everybody moving funny, and folks deleting their whole page on Instagram and block. And then, he was blocking me right before she leaked information about our text. And now I see people don't even delete their whole IG accounts. And then now this stuff going on, it's just starting to be real funny. I'm not going to be no scapegoat for stuff I ain't got nothing to do with.
So let me ask you something. Where does your relationship stand with Bless Walkers right now? Where does that stand?
I'm upset because I felt like that they, I was hearing that she was believing I was talking about her and Lady Nika. And I'm like, because even to say, you think I'm funny, moving funny because you hadn't heard from me. Well, why do you all make her think I've done something? Nobody can tell me that. And it's just like, I'm just seeing everybody moving funny. Like, and then the people, and like niggas supposedly so upset enough for me to threaten me like that. What is it? I still have not heard what I said. Like, that's crazy. You can't expect people who are accused of something not to want to know what they supposedly said.
Now, do you think that people are associating that you have this relationship with Kimmy, so therefore you and her are talking? I mean, I can't remember everything, but I think there was some people.
And what did she have to say? They still can't show me what she said about them to even lump me in with her, so they can't use that excuse because I still haven't seen what she supposedly said.
Yeah.
Like, everybody keep being vague about it and talking around it. Well, you talked about Lady Nika, and I'm going to get you. What did I say? Because that's not true.
All I'm saying is that you're getting caught up in the allegations regarding Kimmy as well and her behavior.
And if that's easy for you to do to me, then you don't mean, no. I had already unsubscribed and everything. I'm only now just to like, because like you made a point, it's like you setting up everything else and you hit the, I hit the link. I said I hit the links for less. And I said, but I've always said this, it's like a trait. I windmill hard for other people. When it comes to myself, I'm different. And I said, and this hit different because it's people could just throw out something and you say, oh wow.
Well, this is another allegation. They said, did you ask April for J Dunn's information?
Yeah, I asked her, did she know, for full transparency, when after what happened with Kimmy, I did. I asked her, did she know any information or whatever, the background information or whatever, so Kimmy could get to the bottom of why people was doing that to her. I did. Like, why would she even tell people I asked her for that? Like, why would that be something on me?
Came up on that panel spilling the tea about that, so I don't know.
That's crazy. See, that's what I'm saying. People just doing this serious. So, like, why would that need to even be? And it was on behalf of Kimmy. I told her that. I said that Kimmy, want to be the edge. Like, about her, and like, why would you even do that? Like, that's crazy. That's what I'm saying. So this is, she don't owe me nothing. But I mean, why would you even, like, why do you need to get up there to contribute to this, to add that? Like, that's crazy. But anyway, the same way with the thing about Billie Jean. Like, I asked you for your email address on a public thing, so it's not a secret. You were being messy because I saw her in the chat before she leaked the information between her and Kim. I saw her in the chat on a post or something telling customer to check his email. And I already knew what that meant because I had asked her for the email just because Kim wanted her email just because she had did a poll saying that she was going to cover her situation on one of the state sectors. And Kim, has some things going on and she didn't really want her to do that. They had a communication that was between them about, asking her not to remove it. I thought that it ended with her not agreeing to do that necessarily. But I guess later I found out, she said that she had did that to help out her or whatever or something. But I got the feeling that she was kind of not really wanting to say she wasn't going to do it because she was like, why should I not do it? And kind of be a little funny about it. Kim was telling her, well, I'm not a content creator. And those are usually about them people. And like, Billie Jean basically asked her what made her so special. I mean, I can say it now because they leaked the email. And I'm like, you showing a screenshot that I asked for your email address. What does that prove? I did it on a public post because she wanted to contact you, and she asked, you gave me the email address, and I gave it to her, and I left it between y'all. All I did was get the email address because that's what she had supposedly left YouTube. So I didn't know at the time that she had, I don't even know she had that page at the time. So she needed the email address. So it was from a public forum. So what are you really exposing? And then her and Kim communicated with each other about it.
Let me get a minute here. I just wanted the community wall. Thank you for the gesture to the platform. He says, if that's true, why do you do this interview? You disappeared when Ish blew up.
Because I got pissed when I seen how people would like turn on me. They should like know me better and should ask me stuff. And I was just going to go away totally. But then when it just started getting out of hand as far as the working with one of the doctors was sorry, I'm like, okay, come on. Now they getting like negligent, like to the point that's ridiculous. And I'm like, everybody's starting to move funny. I started noticing stuff after the thing Saturday. That's why I didn't have a right to. And I was actually worried about just totally ghosting because, like I said, I knew that Miss Bless would have found it strange because we talk all the time. But not just stuff started coming back, and it just made it seem like, okay, why are they talking about me like this behind my back? And why are they believing what people say? And I still have not heard, once again, what I supposedly said. You can't get mad and go off on people and ruin it and tarnish their reputation online or whatever and not tell them what they're accused of. That's crazy. And that means I'm more right to do what I did, which was cut off communication. And then folks, like I said, shut down their whole IG pages and blocking me on Instagram. Folks move and fund it. And it's going in line with what my hunch was to just totally walk away from it all. And I didn't want to get alerts when people going live. I didn't want to be tempted to click links. And people like, why didn't I go click a link? I guess over on like, I'm not even knowing she over there going live. I have unsubscribed them. I don't want to be tempted to click links, but why would I click links to people I'm mad at? Like, that's crazy. I have a right to say I'm done with all of this. Like, God,
yeah, I
can't
understand. I would do the same thing too. It's a lot. But Lady Dimples has a question. She says, Stevens, we the people want to know what you said to PL about me.
Peace love about you. I didn't even know I was accused of saying something to Peace Love about you. Like, that's crazy.
You are accused. I think they even had a screenshot somewhere saying that you said something about Lady Dimples or something.
I think about Lady Dimples. It might have been a comment on a video or something like that. Like I told you, we was just shooting shit about silly stuff, but it wasn't nothing that I ain't said to Lady Dimples. I can't think of it. I don't know what she's showing, so I don't know. I sent you all.
I have to be honest. Well, you didn't send me that one with Lady Dimples, though.
Oh, I didn't send you. No, I said I just sent you. I didn't send you all of our messages. No, I sent all of our messages to Brianna because I was just saying, look at this. Like, just make sure nothing edited, nothing.
You asked me not to bring up Brianna, so I mean, I'm.
Oh, okay, yeah, but I'm just, I thought I had sent you all of them. So no. Anyway, I have to go back and look. I don't remember me commenting on the Lady Dimples video. If it would have been, maybe it was something where she had went live or something. But it ain't nothing I ain't said to her. I know for a fact we didn't have that type of relationship that I would be like if I did know anything to say about Lady Dimples. It ain't nothing I ain't commented and chatted in the video with her. I can imagine it wouldn't be. Like, I don't know exactly what she's talking about, but I know it couldn't have been nothing more than something I've said to her. Because it had to be something superficial, like about a live or something, if anything. But I don't know. I didn't see what she put, or I didn't hear what the.
Well, it's looking kind of weird because there seems to be a consistency in your communicating with Peace Love, and now all this is transpired where all this is being exposed.
But now being to send you our whole email thread so you can see it's like gaps in it. It might be like, are you going live about this, that your thing on Saturday? Or it might be like, I agree with you in the chat when you went on the platform about this, like stuff like that. But I'll send it to you, and it was gaps, so it's not like no daily conversation. Like, I don't understand why. Like, that's why I don't understand why even she would post a little stuff about. Because all the proof is that we had messy banter. There's nothing. I would never just reveal nothing to her in depth that I wouldn't want nobody else to know because we don't have a relationship like that.
All right. We have a lot of comments in the chat. If you want your question to be answered, you got to put a color on it. That's the only way I'm going to see it. Sorry, you got to put a color on it. Okay. Yeah, this person has Sir King, can you ask Demons why were you doxing and trying to send godless address to Ask April?
Why were I doxing and trying to send? Oh, I think I had. When all that stuff, something happened with Ask April and all that stuff was going on and they were redoxing her to chats or whatever. And I was just like, I think I had said something to her because, I have a past relationship with April, and, I used to mob for her, whatever. And, I don't hate her, and I will go in and defend her when people say something that's wrong or whatever. And I think I was like, if you need to give information to serve people or whatever, like, I thought she was saying that she gonna have to serve some of her protection, like her safety was at risk. And I was like, I got your back. I said, because this is wrong. People can't, that's at the time after Goddess had leaked Lady Nika's address. And then that's why I thought about maybe she had gave my information to Seven, because I had ordered something from her. And, that's the only person I did not get along with that had my information, but then that didn't make any sense to me because they don't get along or whatever. So I think I had said something to Lady, April, and assisted her or whatever she did to help her, because that was unfair. And even though we had our issues, I'm totally seeing things in a different light now and seeing how they were doing her. Same way with we contacted her on Kim's behalf to get. I was contacting a couple people about, do you know any people that I know had an issue even to the point of maybe being legal with J Dunn, that so I could get help her because she wanted to try to get her attention for her case. So I reached out to her on her behalf, and then I even said, and she never, and she responded back like, okay, I'll see, I even do a live asking something or whatever. So like, why would you go back and just tell that part of it? And what in the hell that got to do with now, with what's going on right now?
All right,
like,
they want to know.
This is the first time I've been hearing that she even said anything about me.
Yeah, a lot of people have been saying a lot of things about you, and that's why we're giving you the opportunity, to address them and things like that. So
they have not proved anything.
So now you're saying it was Goddess that maybe had your info? This is what somebody said in the chat. So do you think it's Goddess?
But that's what I told you. That's one reason why I didn't want to click other links. It's like people not even listening to the stuff as I'm saying it. I said when I mentioned that to even Brianna and Kim, I was like, Peace Love ain't the only one that got my first and last name, and I gave them a list of people I either ordered something from or sent something to. But I said I didn't think she would because she does not like. I mean, it's like you're not even listening to Seven. And I was like, so, but then they were even like, no, it wasn't her, like firmly. And I'm like, why would you be so firmly against considering her as a possibility? Only Peace and think Peace Love would be more. Yeah, that message she sent me is strange, but it's not enough to call her no doxer. And I know that it was something that was going on that had connected her to some situation with Kim case, but I don't know details. And like today, she told you she couldn't share them with you. So I'm thinking adding that plus Peace Love's message plus her actions lately, I can see why they thought I was naive for not considering her. But at the time, like there was all this that hadn't happened.
Okay, J Dunn is back. Do you want to say anything to J Dunn?
No, for what?
I think she had something to address, seeing that I guess her information was going to be put out or something like that. I don't know.
Her information is going to be put out.
I try to be fair.
And how is that fair? We're not even talking about J Dunn and her situation with me and them putting my video and putting my personal pics on their page. That's a whole separate legal issue.
Sorry, J Dunn. She, this live was created for Miss Dio, and unfortunately, maybe you can address her in the back chat. Maybe leave what you want to say to her, and maybe she may allow you up to address her. But I have to respect her wishes. I really do. So maybe you can put what you want to say to her in the back chat.
How dare she talking about her information put out when she doxing Kim and whatever. And it was only to get information to serve, like probably to serve you on a case or something. So like, how can you say, come on now, that's like the pot calling the kettle. Like, if you do something to me, I'm going to try to find out any information I can. Yeah, if you legally have a case against you, if you've done something that actually could be a case, heck yeah, I would try to find out your information in order to serve you for something. Come on now. Let's not be ridiculous.
Okay. All right, well, I guess she answered your question, J Dunn. She wanted your information to maybe serve you. I don't know. You could ask the questions in the back.
I'm not going in her case stuff though, no more than that, because I'm not gonna be doing people like the way I've been done. So I mean, I had planned on. I guess me and you conversation. I guess I wasn't clear, but I'm not going to be around. Period. And I just came and did this.
Because somebody did have something. I saw that question too. Let me see where it was. No, somebody said something about BL, get BL her wrench back. That was an accident. Sorry, $5 is sorry. I can't do that. If I had a chance to return your money, I would. All right. Here's it says Avatar Nation. What is her next move? Will she leave, just continue to be a subscriber, or should we create a channel and have a platform?
No,
Thank you, Monterio Jones.
leave the first one leaving.
Leaving.
I've never. They know I hadn't been accused of trolling them, so I'm not gonna start. So no. I left my subscription to 2 people only. The 2 people I told you I will only talk to. But you know,
I mean, can I ask this though? Like you, I mean, like Bless Watkins. So you mad at her for? I mean, you were there. You were, I wouldn't say a consistent fixture, but you had a constant presence there. Why abandon it? I guess because who she's linked up with, right? Maybe that's why, right?
No, it's like they believe in stuff about me without even asking me or even telling me what I've said.
Okay. And I'm not taking their side I'm not taking their side when I say this, but when you cut off communication, like you said, you disabled your Instagram from them being connected to them, and also I think maybe you say you ignored some messages as well. I don't know, but how do you? I mean,
I'm not. Let's not handle Instagram. So no, I didn't. No, I'm saying connect. I unsubscribed so I wouldn't get no alerts to the lives. I didn't want to be tempted to click the link and engage back and forth because this is different than the normal Wu banging. I'm actually hurt that these people just taking this stuff at face value and won't. And they show me no proof or even told me forget showing proof. Nobody even saying what it is. I'm supposedly have said. And the stuff is people moving funny and it's linking 2 and 2 together. And it's just weird to me. And the only person I talk to on the phone is Miss Bliss and Kimmy. So and that's why I'm kind of wanting to be careful because I want to know why is Nika completely believing this without any kind of proof or even asking me. Like, who is it coming from for her to to believe it unequivocally? Because like I say, I keep on saying it, but I don't even think I think I've asked you when you heard it too. So what did I say?
say that last part again. You said I said it too. So what did you?
You heard it too.
You said anything. Yeah, but I don't think you said anything. Like I think you're getting coupled with the behavior of
I'm
Kimmy.
asking you you seeing all this what's going on and for you to think that I'm being culpable. I was asking you what was said that I said.
I know that Lady Nika said that Pretty Kimmy was trolling her maliciously under the Madison Blue page, and the conversation kept going back and forth where people started thinking that you were doing the same thing. Now I know Bless got confused, which is something that she always does, and thought that you may have been speaking bad about her too. But I think this may be a I don't know, man. They think they
that's what pissing me off. That's what made me mad, and that's why because I'm like, you haven't even asked me.
Okay, and like we have somebody in the back that I think you won't mind speaking to. All right, hello, who's this?
It's me.
Please behave, please. All right, hello, how you doing? I
don't have no problem, D. Miss O.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, darling, how are you?
Hey.
I'm sorry you're going through this. It's unfortunate, but you going through this, you are vindicating a lot of people. So sometimes it has to be the ones that are strong enough to endure it. So I do appreciate it, even from me for a selfish reason, because I've had interactions with all the parties involved. However, I want to say that regarding Miss Blessed, do not dismiss her, because from watching her live, she said she didn't want to believe anything and she wanted to hear from you. And it was just strange that you didn't respond to her. And I think that was a natural reaction. I don't think she downed you. She was just waiting for you, and everybody was. And we thought you would pop up at some point and you never did. So it was just strange. And she never discredited you or anything like that. She was just like, I don't want to believe it. But the fact that you didn't show up that whole time or didn't respond to any of her numerous things, and I guess you guys always had direct communication, it was just strange to her. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and the fact that I hadn't got a missed call from her was strange to me.
Well, I believe she just posted a receipt on her community wall where she did call you numerous of times.
Okay, well,
So,
I'm gonna show I can show him, Sir King, my call log. I did not have a missed call from Miss Blair.
well, phone calls happen. I was just arguing with my little niece, and she was saying she FaceTimed me, and I'm like, I don't have anything, and it was showing on her log, and it didn't go through. I mean, it happens with phones. So, I mean,
But that's the thing. Why would we have an issue to what she would think it would even be suspicious if I didn't talk to her? Because I don't know that I'm be like I haven't done nothing to her to even. That's why I'm kind of weird. Like, why
well,
would
she
what are you?
never just talk to her behind the scenes. I don't think it's something, but I don't think it's what you were. I just think, it was just that. But she never aired you out or anything like that. She just said she didn't want to believe you, but everything was painting otherwise. But she never had discredited you. And me and Miss Blessed have had a little, friction before, but I'm telling you, that was not the case.
Yeah. Okay. I hear
That's
you.
all. Now, regarding the questions, I just want to clarify because I know that Bree and PL had talked about me, so I didn't know if you guys had. So that's the reason why I had asked you that question. So your response immediately told me that it wasn't, and I know you're pretty vocal towards me. So if you did feel some type of way or anything, you would have said it to me. So I am fine with that.
You said yourself, I would get mad at Miss O because she be telling me the truth.
There's two people that I really get mad at that tell me the truth. But yeah, no, yep, you're right. So I wouldn't put too much weight. But coming from someone that has been where you're at, take a break. It does sound like you are a little too invested. I don't know. Yeah, and I don't know if it's the free time or anything like that because the pandemic has shifted all our lives. But just take a break, decompress. And don't let your guard down with anybody. Unfortunately, I had a situation where I called someone from a Google number. I don't mind, and I'm glad I didn't give out my real number. So, just decompress, and you'll be all right. There'll be another topic another day. It's just your time at this point.
Yeah.
But God has it. I just want to say something to you, D. Miss L. If it's not too personal, and hopefully you can see what I'm saying.
Okay.
Please just heed the instructions of your doctor, okay?
About stress. Oh, okay. I think. Oh, yeah. There's something we talked about before on chat. Or what about?
I never talked to you about this either out there. Just heed the instructions of your doctor, okay? And don't worry. You will see your baby girl graduate. Be encouraged.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yes, thank you, Dimple. That was nice of you. Thank you.
See ya.
Thank you, Dimples, for your positivity. Uh-oh.
I think she froze.
I think maybe she's delayed. Yeah, yeah. Okay, they have a question for you. Are you going to go over to Bless Watkins tomorrow?
Bless. What happened? She did what? She live? Oh, tomorrow. No, I mean what I said. I'm not coming. I'm not going to be in the chest anymore.
Okay. All right. I mean, I understand that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know the strength of these relationships behind the scenes and how far they go and how deep they are. So I don't know. So.
I don't know. This thing, like the way this stuff is being cleared up, even with going back and forth talking to you, could have been easily done if they, and I feel like, dang, that's after all this, y'all can't at least just ask me before. I mean, that's crazy. You're just taking that face value because it's like more messier than what the truth is. And like, I don't know, people trying to say I said something about people because they don't want to admit they messing this behind the scene. I don't know what it is because they won't tell me. So it's like, you can't. How can I want to be cool with somebody or even support somebody who can't even tell me as they long-term supporters? So whatever you would hear about me doing you wrong would be out the blue and would make you hurt or surprised or upset or some kind of way. So you should understand, like, you want to know where they come from and what was said. Like, that's crazy. So if you heard something out
Yeah.
of normal from me, because
Mhm.
obviously it's hurt, obviously pisses you off because you would expect that I shouldn't do that for some reason, whatever our attachment is or how close we are in our YouTube ship. Something's making you mad enough to where when you hear that I talked about you, that you're upset. So that same emotion, how do you think I feel when I support and all it takes is somebody just saying that for you to go with it? And along with other stuff, it just
Let,
all seems odd. Like,
let me ask you this though. I think what I'm sensing is that you care for Bless. You were a great contributor to Bless. You were involved in what she does on the daily, and for her to have not, you felt maybe reached out in a more tenacious way, or a
we
more
even
adamant way.
discussed it like that with them
Yeah.
with the chat. Period.
Hmm.
Why even talk
Hmm.
about that? Like, why would you think it's strange? Like, if I'm upset about everything and I decide to walk away, that could be my decision too. Say I just decided to ghost and even come do this interview with you, like I wasn't gonna even talk about it. Well, I've not done anything to you, so would you be mad at me because I'm doing what's best for me? So then when I see that and it's like weird, and then I hadn't heard because I mean that was a pretty explosive thing on that live or whatever. I'm just like, so what's going on? And like, wow, it kind of disappointed me. And I'm like, and then for you now to hear that, you believe I talked about you, but nobody can give me the words I said. They didn't give you any proof. I know I didn't say anything. And the only person I talked to on the phone are you and Kim. So I'm mad at everybody. Like, I'm mad. I don't know why that's not clear. So I just decided to move away from it all. I'm like, I felt like, what more signs do I need? I got the situation with the doxing, and I'm like, God might be like, well, dang, I done hit you over the head with a boulder. Like, what more do you need to see that you need to try to just step away from this? And then this stuff happening, and it's so weird and so unprovoked, and it's so easily debunked that it's kind of lazy and hurtful because you could see that wasn't true what people was saying. Even if she mixed up what she was saying or whatever, you clearly saw that all our exchanges, so you know that she has the logo and all that. And the fact that this keep being focused on all the messy stuff that came out makes me think once again I'm just being put as a buffer to like so other stuff. Like, I just don't know. It's weird and it feels weird, and I want to remove myself away from it all. And I expected more people that I've wholeheartedly supported. And
Do
so,
you feel let down? Do you feel let down by Brianna? Seeing that this
yeah.
all transpired on her
Of
platform, and
course. Yeah, I'm
mm,
separating from everybody. Of course I do.
I
Because I
mean, well,
mean,
how
yeah,
consistent was
peace, love,
well,
just
how
throwing
consistent
stuff out
was
there. Huh?
how consistent was your communication with Brianna? I mean, was it consistent enough
We
or
didn't really
constant
talk like
enough?
on the phone. We mostly create messages or whatever, but yeah, pretty much daily. I mean, I care for like I would do anything. Like, Bianca asked me to come to Florida because somebody, I don't know, something happened to her, whatever, and I would come, no questions asked. I mean, I really was supporting her like in that like niece, like auntie role, not like girlfriends, because like we're in the same age bracket. That's why we really didn't need to like talk on the phone like that. Mom really didn't talk on the phone like that to her till the situation came up with this whole thing with peace, love, and like that. I mean, it's been a long time, but yeah, I talk to her pretty much every day in some form. Whether message, whether it's message or when she comes live or whatever, or either where there's a message, yeah. Because
So for I
I'm
mean,
a supporter of hers. Yeah, of
but
course. There's no
but when did the
secret. Like I said,
communication cease though? I mean, when did the communication stop?
Saturday when all that stuff happened, I felt like they were just throwing me under the bus. Like, cause I got
Oh
blindsided
wow.
by this, and I'm like, why are y'all focusing on that video that's messy, but it's not what people are making it out to? And then I just felt like people latched on to that to like kind of take away from what was going on. And I'm like, why? How? Wait a minute, because I was up there like, wait a minute, hold up, how is this coming on me? And I'm like, and how reckless a piece of like, did she not hear any of this? I'm like actually saying, I'm not gonna say that. And I said, I even told them that. And I said, you can call it naive or whatever, but until I have something black and white, I'm not going to treat her no differently. And I would never utter the word. It only got talked about because they went live because of what the live that she did. And it turns out they got other side issues. And it's not fair for me to get like lumped into all of that. And people still gonna believe what they want to believe. That's one of the reasons why I'm not gonna stay around and go back and forth with people, because they still gonna believe what they want to believe. There's nothing of value for me fighting through it. There's more fights that are more worth it, like in life. So I don't. People can't keep getting me with that. Like you can't. You don't want to, get your back against the wall. I've decided though through seeing people revealing characters that I don't want to deal with people who I wholeheartedly support. and can just believe anything on a whim and still can't give me my accusations. That to me is beyond anything. And so I don't want to deal with it at all. It's hurtful.
Okay. Community Wall, they made a gesture to the platform and said, for you to be so quick to drop Miss Bless after she defended you when you got doxxed and after she tried calling you is wrong. Do you want to respond to that?
Like I say, that's the one person I felt like, would think it was weird if I just stepped away. But for my own self, I want to move away from it all. And like, I know me, I know my limitations and things like that. Like it would be hard for me just to stay on Miss Blair's panel and that's it. Because of the other stuff, I might feel like I need to click the link about that. So for like that kind of thing, so it's not personal against Miss Blair, no. But now that people are just going wild, like, she ain't called me, they're taking it personal for some reason and saying that I've been accused of talking about them has made me mad now. At first, I was feeling bad about that. But now I'm like, wait a minute. It's strange. Like after that live, I knew you called me for less, like things that happened less than that. And I found it was odd that I didn't hear from them also. And I darn sure when I found that they were just believing that I talked about them without any proof or even telling me what I said, that made me mad. And they can have an opinion how they want to, but I know what self-preservation is for me. And I know I can't put my foot in it without put one foot in without putting both. Everybody knows their limits. Maybe you can just go and be in 1 or 2 chats or whatever and enjoy that and leave it at that and block everything out. I know at least right now, I can't. And this would be no purpose for me to keep on going back and forth because I'm trying to prove something that didn't happen to people who shouldn't be believing things without proof with me anyway. That's more hurtful. And I don't get any kind of medal or no trophy at the end of the day for sticking it out on a YouTube channel when y'all already tell me I'm too invested and need to take breaks anyway. So all y'all say all the time.
All right, so what void, does this feel an entertainment void for you, YouTube? Why are you saying that you're too invested?
YouTube in general, yeah. No. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. I'm saying what people say I'm too invested over, with the sector, but no, not YouTube in general.
Okay.
But I don't understand why I can't make decisions to stop messing with, like, stop, like, dealing with, like, being on the sector. Like, why would that bother anybody in the chat? Like if I decide I don't want to even deal with none of it because I got hurt by what I'm seeing, like, why is that? That's my personal decision.
I think, to be honest, I think it's the behind the scenes stuff that's kind of got you caught up, to be honest.
I know. Oh, yeah. We talked about culpability and like who invest in. I feel I gave myself my own critique.
Do you think you were too trusting of these individuals and, or no?
Well, because I can't really say nobody betrayed my trust. I just feel like they just, you just let people just say whatever and then just putting me in front of it so it can kind of take the spotlight where it was going, where that live was going. I didn't like that, how that went down, and I'm not the only one upset either. Kimmy was upset. Like, she's done with it all. Everybody too. Like, so, that live left me upset in general. And then the stuff that kept coming back after that was wild. This stuff is wild. And even some of the stuff that's being said in here now is wild. And people are saying it at face value, not even asking me. And if what you're saying is true about what people feeling like that, why would you walk away from even over there when she's supported you, blah, blah, blah? Okay, why would you believe I said stuff when I supported you without any kind of evidence? It goes both ways. That's why I'm upset. And I'm not, and the reasoning why, I just hope it's not true that people put me as a sacrifice because they didn't know what I might say or do. And that really bothers me. And I guess I'm not completely just elaborating on that. But, some things I just, I want to walk away.
So are you going to stay in contact with Kimmy?
Yes, I've talked to her since that happened, and I was upset. I was even upset with her. Like, I don't mean she knows that we had the conversation together. I was very upset with her after that, and I had decided not to even talk to her. Period. After that, and since then, I talked to her a little bit on text. I'm just trying to get some context for what the backstory was and what's going on and why is this happening. And I just got so many questions that some of them she can't even answer because she's wanting to say herself too. So I don't know.
Right. So do
Like
you
I'm,
think she used you? Do you think she used you as collateral damage to go at peace, love?
no, that's what people are saying. But that's the thing. They're saying that, but then they're also accusing me of stuff I didn't do. So it's like I don't know. I'm just like in a point where, like she said, Miss O's gonna do what's best for her. Cause I mean, it's strained right now. I mean, cause I'm just upset in general. I don't know where it's coming from. I wasn't privy to certain things that left me kind of blindsided Saturday, and I didn't want to know certain things necessarily. But if I'm gonna be brought up, and my situation is gonna be used to say further put the nail on the coffin on somebody, I want to know. I don't, what it is, and and I want to also be fair to that person. I'm not gonna. It does look funny, especially now, but I'm not gonna condemn somebody. So I'm just a little frustrated that I was that whole thing. Just I was not prepared for what was going on. I was on there to support, and I just feel like I was kind of jumped on with that message with Pazar, and it was made to turn into something else to kind of turn the whole thing around. I didn't appreciate that, and it pissed me off. I mean, I'm human. I got the right to be mad. People are just like, I'm honest about the stuff that people don't admit and are thinking. And so that's fine. But I don't really feel like I have to explain to people why I'm hurt enough to say I want to walk away. That's my decision.
And why
And
did
then,
you
and then when
not
I did
start a
feel a little guilty
channel?
myself, huh?
I was saying why you never felt compelled to maybe start a channel of your own?
Because I don't really have anything I want to talk about over here like that. I mean, I don't really. And then now I'm not even caring anymore because I'm upset. So I won't even be like, what would I be commenting on if I'm not even involved in it? And like I don't I'm not I mean that's not a talent of mine to lead to do like in the way that y'all can lead. It's a whole different thing to get on the panel and give your opinion about stuff. But the way y'all carry the show, the way you account for like the silence and transitioning and all that, that's not something that necessarily is a gift of mine like that. To me, won't even do that. Like I wouldn't want to halfway do something. And then,
So
that's
let me
just
ask
so.
you, do you have any regrets? Would you do something over, so that these situations would not have occurred? What would you do
I
over?
would have kept it on the screen as far
Wait a
as
minute, wait a minute,
communication.
wait. Somebody said you call Kiki's job?
What? Kiki's job? Who Kiki? No, Kiki don't work. Who are you talking about? What are you talking about? What do I call Kiki
I don't
job?
know. Maybe the girl Kiki. I don't. Maybe the girl
I
Kiki. I don't know.
don't know where Kiki worked. She done been like dropping clues of where she probably could, but I don't know where she worked. I had told her when she used to come on live sloppy drunk like that, they just asking about just random stuff, just that they've always in the past had to continue. Like I'm not even. This is unproductive. Anyway, the girl Kiki back when she used to make those crazy reckless videos, I used to be like, you better be somebody keep on with all this, man. Somebody can send that stuff to your job, drop a dime on you for, and I said you bragging about your certain government level, they real strict about codes of conduct. And I was like, and also CPS, the way some of the stuff you letting people witness. I said that. I said people could forward that, and people dropping links and everything. They could be recording you just because you're deleting the video. I told her that herself, but I ain't no threatening to call her job. And she said some colorist things to me one time, and I was just like, if I was real mean, I could see the fancy job you always bragging about. They see proof of you slobbing and throwing up and passing out on live and saying all this colorist stuff. I said, so obviously I don't hate you that much. I'm trying to have a conversation with you. It was like one of the lies because I did like her at first, but then when she just started doing that color stuff in people's face and saying all that regular stuff and then the stuff with her dog and everything, I told her my real opinion. And I think one day I might have said something like that, but I don't know her job to do anything. And Kiki not even on live. The girl Kiki not even on live anymore. Like, where did that come from?
I know. I just saw, and I wanted to make sure, there's a lot of rumors that are out here. So I saw that one. I just did not want that one to grow any legs.
But yeah, but no, I don't even know where she works or have a reason to.
Okay. All right. Is there anybody else that has any questions for Demisio while she's here? This is the time to do it. Feel free to thumbs up the live, and if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Is there anything you want to say? I mean, to anybody that we maybe have not discussed or anything like that?
No, I mean because
I'm sorry. Let me ask this real quick before you answer that question. What caused your issue between Ask April and yourself? Or you guys are good now?
No, I mean I thought it was at least cordial, but now I see not. When I was her moderator, I just stopped agreeing with some of the stuff she was saying and doing. I felt some of it was like kind of a tad bit colors and out of touch with some of just the things that she would just say, comments she would make. I started seeing some of the stuff that Goddess was saying kind of seemed true. And it just, I started thinking she basically, to sum it up, like when I had the interview, I mean, when we talked to Brianna, when all this blew up live, when I did the interview with her, just, she was being, Brianna was like, well, so just say, maybe, did you just think she was full of shit? And that's what I probably should have just said. Yep, I thought she was full of shit. And I didn't, and I tried to step away from her. But then, and Jen told her, and I told her I was just gonna take a break. Then I decided I just didn't even want to model that no more because the incident happened with Kiki, the male Kiki, and I felt like she didn't have my back with, and it fit in with some of her views. I feel, and some of the stuff he was saying kind of matched some of the thoughts I felt like she had, and I feel like she didn't have my back at the time, so I just stopped going over there. But lately, she's been coming more over she was coming start being on panels no more at Pizarro and Brianna more so than she had ever been before. And so we've had interactions on the panel, and I've even defended her when people have said the same what they say about her. But I see that issue is dead now. So see, that's what I'm saying.
All
With
right.
stuff like that, because Ask April had no reason to get on live about me today with that stuff. Like that's totally crazy.
Yeah, because I was wondering, is she upset? Because I don't know, because you said something about her makeup. I don't know.
Hello.
Okay.
It's Dazzle. I have a question for the Miss O. The Miss O, I have a question for you. When the situation happened with Billie Jean, right? Were you the one that brought that to Kimmy, or did Kimmy ask you to go look for Billie Jean's email address?
Not look for her, ask her. Kimmy asked me to go ask Billie Jean for her address up because she wasn't on YouTube, but this one she had left. And Billie Jean had did a poll asking did people want her to cover the situation with Kimmy on her next State of the Sector. And Kim wanted to talk to Billie Jean about that. And so she asked, I told her, well, I'll ask her under her poll. I don't know her email address. Like, so you can reach, I said, do you know her contact information? I said, no. But I said, a lot of them put their email addresses on their about section, but she didn't. So I just said, hey, Billie Jean, can I get your email address? And so then I said, well, here it is. And Kim contacted her. They handled that between them two.
Okay.
Yeah.
So another question I have for you now, are you normally the person that goes out to get the email address and everything?
Normally, no. For who?
For Kimmy or anybody else?
No, I've never asked. No, I've never asked. The only reason she needed her email address is so she could talk to her about the state of Texas. She wanted to talk to her about that. So I was just giving. So yeah, I wasn't giving nothing privileged. I just asked for her email address, and then once Kimmy contacted her, Kimmy told her, "Yeah, I had asked Miss O to get your email address." That's why when she posted that with customer, I was like, "Well, why is that?" I mean, I did it on a public forum, just asking for your contact, and I let them handle it between them two. Like.
So you had no idea, no, you didn't have the details of why she wanted it. You just
I knew that she saw the poll. She had saw the poll on there that she was asking, did she want her to cover Kimmy on the next State of the Culture? And Kimmy didn't want her to be covered on that. She got some, outside issues going on with that. And she just wanted to contact Billie Jean and talk to her. So I just asked Billie Jean for her email address so Kim and her could have that private conversation separately from me.
Okay. And another thing I have,
and this Kim is just told her that I asked for it for her.
Okay. And this is just another observation that I've seen because all weekend long I did hear the ladies asking for you to drop down. I heard Pizarro asking for you to drop down, and I even heard Miss Bless today asking for you to drop down.
After the live with Pizarro, after the live with Brianna, I didn't listen to anybody's live on purpose.
Okay, you unsubscribed.
Yes, so I wouldn't see anything about all this because I was upset about the things that transpired on that live and afterwards.
So this was more of a defensive mode for you when you shut down.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So let me ask you a question, woman to woman. How, like, if you were to step out of this, you not being in this and be the one looking in, wouldn't you see this all being so messy? Like,
exactly. Yeah.
And if you were to do this over again, would you do this over again in the way that you did it?
I wouldn't be so invested, and I wouldn't leave it to just being on the screen. Like I told Sir King, I would just leave it to being on the screen and not talk to anybody behind the screen.
Yeah, because it's a lot of behind the scene going
Exactly.
on, and your name is constantly being brought up, and your name ain't being brought up in nothing positive either. It's a whole bunch of doxing and a whole bunch of this and that being
That's
addressed,
what I'm saying. I don't
and
understand
you're
what none
just
of
a
that coming from.
subscriber.
That's what I'm saying. The doxing thing is definitely what I don't understand. Like nobody can tell me anything that's being said.
What did you ask for? Were you looking around for Goddesses? Did you offer up Goddess's address? Because a lot of the people in the chat are asking, why did you offer up Goddess's address?
No, I wasn't looking around and poking and asking. I had said privately to ask April, which I thought was between me and her, because what was going on to her, she was being redoxed. And I was just like, this is crazy. Like, do you need anything from me? Are you going to try to serve them or whatever? And then I said, let me know. And it was private to me and ask April kind of a means to try to help her out. But yeah, at that time, I didn't think that was part of what was going on now. But you're right. I own some culpability for being too invested and for being involved off the screen. But I don't want to be responsible for stuff I didn't say. But like you said, if I wasn't part of being behind the scene or taking out the screen, wouldn't have to worry about being accused. I get totally what you're saying.
Okay, and something else I want to say, and this is coming from me, Demon's Hole, because I have watched you. I've watched you come up on panels. I've watched you swoo bang and swing for a lot of people. So when I hear you say they should have called me, it was kind of weird for me, and this is not me being disrespectful. This is me being straightforward. It was kind of weird for me to hear you say that, because I've seen you jump up on panel for way less. So in my mind, I'm thinking no one should have to call you to come defend yourself. Not one person in my mind, I don't feel as though anyone should have to call you so you can come defend yourself. I would think
I did not hear them call for me. I didn't hear them call for me, but you're right. That's one of the reasons why I, even start talking to him, because I was like, I have said something way less. So it's for myself, I need to speak up. But nobody still can tell you nothing I've said to even, so like the way we're going at now is almost like I have said something. And that's what I'm saying. I haven't said anything about the people. These people I actually support and care about and don't talk about. So that's what I'm saying, for them to believe it at the slightest just mention it made me upset. Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you another thing that, I'm sorry, Sir King, because I'm going to get off of here. I'm sorry to cut you off. But I think one of the major things that's really pointing out as a negative to people is that you did not stand up and speak for yourself.
Yeah.
When the heat came to you, you ran.
I was hurt more so. That was the difference now. And that's why I came to talk about it now, because you got a point. And that's what Sir King said. And so that's why I'm here now, because of that. But you're right. But I did not hear the call from me on purpose, because I purposely did not want to see about any lives. So the thing about calling from me, and like I heard it, I did not hear it. But I was sent stuff about, screenshots with little stuff. And then that's when Sir King even asked me some of the allegation that was made. And he was like, it seems like they're confused. He's like, the way I'm looking at it, it's like they're middling in what they're saying Kimmy did and putting you in it. And I can tell that that's not what is happening. I can tell it's happening right when I'm looking at it. So that's why I said, okay, you're right. It does look crazy, because I have woo bang for way less.
Okay. And another thing the chat is asking, like, how did you not receive Miss Bless phone calls? Because Miss Bless is posting up screenshots of her calling you.
I will show you. I'm going to send Sir King my log, because I promise you I did not have any missed calls from Miss Bless. And there's no reason to even, because there's nothing to that. Like, if she did, like I told him, as far as the message for her to go live this morning, if I did receive that, I wouldn't have even responded to it. Because normally I just go live when she said that. And then two, I had planned on not being around period anymore, because I was upset about the things that transpired.
Can I say something also? And Sir King, please do not take this as a slight or a diss towards you. But if it's one thing I know, is that Demon's O has a more reputation with Miss Bless. Way more than Sir King. So when you see this is kind of like a slap in Bless's face. Like, damn, like, even if you didn't want to reach out to Brianna, you didn't want to reach out to Pizarro, you didn't want to reach out to no other content creator, you just like flipped her out to the side and moved on to Sir King. Like, this kind of looked and felt kind of funny.
Because I honestly started to wonder, like, what was going on. Like, Miss Bless even part of saying that I was saying something about Lady Nika because that didn't
No,
make
Miss Bless didn't say
it.
nothing like that about you, Miss
That's
O.
what I'm saying. Then I was wondering that's what was on my one of my things was on my head when I thought it was strange. I hadn't heard from her. Then I started thinking about that. I'm just being honest with you. What made me decide to walk away? And then the only thing they did, like I had just said earlier, and I even had talked to my husband with the only thing I was like, I actually felt bad. Like I'm like because that wouldn't be fair. That's who I thought about. And then, like I said, when I didn't hear from her, and then when these rumors started coming in, I was said to be talking about her. I started thinking, well, that's strange. Like something behind that. Like that's crazy. Like why? You know
You
what I'm
said
saying?
you
Like why
spoke
would
to
you?
you say you spoke to your husband about this. So your
Yeah.
husband do know about your activities on YouTube.
Well, he know. Yeah, he knows that I'm gonna be in there. What you mean? Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and I can bet as a man I can only bet that he's not too happy because sometimes my wife get a little irritated
Oh
like
yeah. I had just
we need to
heard.
put a cap on this.
Oh yeah. That's why I had just. That's why I started the interview. I was like King. I was like, so to admit my own culpability and also to be transparent. Like even what you had said, I said he said the exact same thing. I'm gonna give you your shit. Like I said, even he gives me my my part of it. He was like too invested, and then you assume that the stuff that was happening to other people that you wouldn't be. Why would you think you wouldn't be a part of? So yeah, that's what I said. That's part of why we talked. I said he gave me my
But
ish
he
too.
knew your husband knows figured out that learned that you got doxxed.
Yeah. Oh
Oh,
yeah,
that's
of
why he
course.
said okay.
Mm.
Well,
Well,
what was? Let me follow up with that.
I told the person,
What was
because I
his
mean, the
reaction?
picture of my daughter, I had to say something to him, even if I wasn't going to tell him about it. When
mhm.
it involved my daughter picture, I have to. He's the other parent. That would be reckless of me not
What's
to.
his What was his reaction though? I mean, was he
You getting
irate? Was he
doxxed.
upset?
He told me that I
Yeah.
know what
Was
it
he?
is. I know. He told me I knew what it here for over here, what I'm dealing with. Like he gives me my stuff too, and like as far as personally what we're doing about it, like I don't want to go into that, but
No, I don't need you to go into that, but
oh, I know you know. I
I
was
don't
just
need, but
making.
see, this is what I can't understand, right? And maybe it's me because I believe in taking a step back and giving things a break. And I hear you
Yeah.
say, I hear you use the word, I was a bit invested, but
No, I said I was too
you
invested.
were too invested. But at what
Yeah.
point did you not notice that it was getting too far? Was it after the beef with Goddess? Was it the rolling for ex April the way you was? Was it for the rolling for Tracy the way you was? And now Kimmy, like at what point did it not hit you then that you were probably way too invested?
Like what point did I feel that maybe I was
I mean,
more
at what
that I
point did it
felt?
not hit you then? Because I mean, I seen you rolling so knee deep and
Well, I
so
can't
hard
say
for
at what
certain
point it did
people.
not hit me when it didn't hit me. That's kind of like when it
To
didn't
me,
like it wouldn't.
I would have figured that out way before this
Yeah,
even
that's
happened.
what you're saying is that I would have figured it out a long time, and that's so that's gonna make that's different. I mean, obviously, that's the difference.
Yeah, because I remember you on Clyde Diva and the whole thing was 7 star, and I'm like, damn, lady, don't do this to yourself.
Oh,
Because
when
to
I was
me,
on,
I always saw you as a family woman, so and you're a subscriber. So
yeah,
I'm like, don't get that invested in these people to the point where now your whole entire family gonna get doxxed.
yeah, I know, and I take culpability for it.
And I'm sorry, as I said, I just hope that next time, if you do come back, you come back with the open mind. Like this is just entertainment. It's not that deep. It ain't that serious.
Yeah, oh yeah, and that's what I said. I'm like, dang, what do you need? Like, obviously, you too investing. Obviously, it's causing real life consequences. So then that's why I said I was just totally cutting it all off. I said because like, how much more do you need? So I take totally what you're saying is completely right.
And another thing, now, would you consider like having friends on here? Or are they just YouTube relationships?
The person that I actually felt like I was forming a friendship with was Pretty Kimmy.
You say you actually felt like you were forming? So are you no longer forming it, or is that a done deal? As YouTube is a done deal, also.
I don't know. I got a lot of stuff on my mind to be honest. That's all.
Oh, okay, so you're still thinking that true, also. All right. Well, I'm not going to ask you no more questions. I just wanted to clear up a few things, and I'm about to go to bed. Well, God bless you and your family, honey. And I
I
pray
appreciate it,
whatever it is.
and I receive what you said, and I totally appreciate the scrutiny because I mean it's stuff I've done too, and it just aids and yeah, I mean I appreciate it, I totally do.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Sir King. Bye bye, y'all.
You're welcome. Thank you, Dazzle.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Bye.
But W, hold on one
Okay,
second. I got a
so I'm
question
gonna
to
see
ask.
what Dobie wants, but then I need to get ready to go because it's like
Yeah,
almost one
that's
o'clock.
fine. That's fine. We're gonna wrap it up. We're coming up on 2 hours, so I really do appreciate your time. But I do have the screenshot of Bless
Yeah, I saw
messages or
that, and I'm gonna send you mine when we get off of here. I don't have any mixed
okay.
calls.
Do you think Bless has the wrong number for you or
The Black has like
something?
3 different Google numbers, and I have like messages from her and all of them. Like when I text her something, and I'll do it to the wrong one, and then so I got it divided. You will see when I send to you, it says like Bless Main, like the main number, then Bless 1 2, because like, and so I don't know if that's the case, but the one that I got actively in my phone there, and the most communication is Bless Main. But I'm not gonna like show you the number or nothing. I'm just gonna show you like how it was weird to
Right.
me how we talked all
Hmm.
the way up to Saturday, and then we didn't talk anymore.
Right. Okay. I understand. Now, did you block? I mean, did you think she blocked you, or you blocked any of her numbers?
No, she not blocked. I just took off the ones that don't apply anymore, like the other Google number. But I had been done that.
Okay. Well, thank you for answering. W, how you doing?
Hi, Sir King. Hi, chat. Hi, uh, Miss O. Okay, I got a question to ask you. When I see in the chat that it was said that it was like a jug at me that I'm on disability. Which that is correct. Which that I do run my thing, but
Talking
this is
about what are
not about
you
me
talking?
running
What are you
anything.
talking about?
You
What are you
know
talking
what?
about?
Oh,
W, what are you
everything
talking about,
is
W?
so. I'm talking about in Bless's chat. When in Bless chat, it will drop down. It was a name that I did not see. Never seen before. And it was I was talking just in a general statement, and then it came across that it says Dolby um, on
Okay,
disability.
but did Miss Theo say this? Did she make the comment? Did she say it?
About
No, no, no,
what?
no, no, no.
And
I
What?
was
okay, so see,
asked
I'm
her.
gonna go because I gotta
No,
get up with
I
my
don't think you
daughter
say
for
ask
breakfast.
Okay,
because
hold. Okay,
one day,
W. Hold on.
yeah,
Okay, we got
because
W.
why? Because you know I'm in the.
Okay, bye. We have Nina Gogli. Miss Theo has to get ready to go. Do you have any questions for her before she has to go? Miss Nina Gogli. Miss Theo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, Miss Nina Gogli, you have anything to say?
Who is that?
Miss Nina Gogli, do you have anything to say? We can't hear you. Bless Watkins kicked this lady off her platform today, because she said she hadn't been around long enough. So I was interested to see what she had to say. Miss Gogli, can you hear us? I don't know. All right, maybe she'll come back. Yeah. So Miss Theo, Miss, I just want to call you. I keep want to call you Miss Theo.
I know.
Well, I do appreciate your candidness and you being open and you handling the questions that were directed to you, professionally and without getting in your feelings and things like this. But let me just sum it up this way. This is what I feel. I feel I feel maybe you engage these people with the hopes of maybe getting in their good graces, and you engaged in conversation and maybe did some things, hoping that they will maybe see you in a different light. Is that correct?
No, I wouldn't say that. I just got more fond of certain people than others.
Oh, did you see yourself as doing favors? I mean, I'm trying to piece this all
What kind
together.
of
I'm like,
favors? I don't do any favors. Like I'm just a supporter there. Like I've like done things like to support, like not favors. No.
okay.
You mean as
Nina
far as
Gogli,
like
your camera's
defending? You
on.
mean as far as like windmilling and stuff?
Well, it just seemed like you. I mean, I don't know the whole situation with you and Goddess and stuff like that and all that. I mean, that just seems like you were trying to maybe doing some stuff. So, um, yeah, yeah. I mean, you maybe trying to make friends and do favors for them and things like that. Here's Nina Gogli again. Hold on, Nina Gogli, is this you? Hello. All right. Well, obviously the lady has audio issues or something going on. But
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna
so
have to.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I see what you're saying. But no, I don't feel it's like that. But I kind of get. I mean, I get the gist of what you're saying. But
Okay. All right. Well, everybody, I want to say thank you to the Miss O once again for coming through. I really do appreciate her. Let me just ask you this though, because a lot of people want to speculate as to why did you decide to engage with me and come to Avatar Nation to have this. I think a lot of people are scratching their heads and wondering. Because let me just tell you this, because Blessed was relentlessly asking you to drop down, and a lot of people thought you would be in the bushes and you would do that and things
I
like that.
wasn't
And I know
on her
you weren't
live.
there.
Yeah.
Right. I know you weren't there. But just, I mean, why did you feel comfortable coming over here and expressing your point of view?
Because like I had told you, if I would only talk to the only two people I would even talk to in general, and it said to be you and Deanna, because I trust Deanna. She just always just is straight with it. She face. She not with all the little messiness, and she's neutral to it all. And I didn't approach her or anything about it, but I just left. That's who I told you I left my subscriptions with her, because other than that I took everything off because I didn't want to like see the messiness and all of that, because I was just seeing how I was just being thrown on the bus. And that's like, so, and with you is because I just felt like the same reason I started coming back over here. Like I just didn't, I feel like a lot of the way that I saw you was based on me, defending and woo-banging other people. And I try to be fair. Like I do have a conscience, and I did feel like that I wasn't gonna like let that stuff be said on Clyde platform when I knew that I didn't feel that way and that wasn't true, and it was seeming like nobody was gonna say the opposite of stuff we knew that was the truth. Like I'll give people they mess, but you also got to give people when they haven't done anything, and if that upset people that I supported, it shouldn't, but it seemed like it did, and I just thought, wow, you actually stand firm and like won't be a part of something that's not fair. That's not. I'm not like windmilling for you because like I mean I'm gonna acknowledge if I don't feel I'm not gonna agree with everything you feel like. I mean that's not should not be no expectation. I'm not gonna sell somebody else out just because same with peace love. I want to be fair. And I started looking at stuff for myself. And then people were showing me who they were more and more. I realized that yeah, I was too invested and I was windmilling blindly, and that I shouldn't have so much beef with someone when the only thing I can say is there's stuff with somebody else. That's not fair.
Right. I understand. There's someone in the back. But hold on one second. I know you gotta go, and this is gonna be the last one. Hold on one second. Hello, who's this?
I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
My question is, Demiso, are you going to start your own channel now?
No,
Why not?
because I'm not. I mean, like I said, it takes more to be a content creator than just like giving like your opinion on chats or like arguing with people. Like I'm not. That's not my gift.
But that's what you do in all the chats, though.
But I feel like it takes more to run a chat than just giving your opinion. I mean, to
That's
run
what the chat is
a
about.
platform. Yeah, because it's their like they actually have content. They actually like edit. They have talents and they carry a show. Like I don't care. I don't like sit on. I haven't carried a whole live by myself, so that's just not something that I want to do. Like
It's something. Have you thought about doing it, or they told you it's something you don't want to do?
no, people have asked me why won't I do it. That's the only thing. Nobody's told me not to or I should. They just always say like, why don't you get your own channel? But it's usually like the comeback when I like say something. They want to say that I'm more like I'm being too invested or critiquing me as a subscriber. So that's usually why they throw it out there. And I'm like, that's not that. You don't want everybody to have no channel. Like that's the problem now. Like you want people who have a gift for it, and because I want them because they have other content. So that's just not my talent. So the same way I'm not a doctor. That's just not my talent or my judge.
But you have an opinion about everything, so you would be like a commentator. It just seems like that would be the next step you would want to do, unless you're going to continuously jump on panels and then continuously have these
I already have
situations occur.
said that I'm not gonna be on period, and I don't want a channel.
You said what?
Like,
You don't
Yeah.
want to be?
like you
Yeah,
can
she
just
don't want a
because you're a
channel.
panel person don't mean you have to have a channel. I don't want a channel.
Okay.
Yeah, she don't
It's
want no
just
channel. She has no aspirations to have no channel. So yeah, she prefers to maybe
So
be
you'll
a
just be
panelist.
continuing like to grace people's
I
panels
just
then.
said that I am not even gonna be on here. Period. Like that's what I'm saying. That's one of the reasons why.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did not hear that part. I do apologize.
That's one of the reasons why I'm not that I won't be making any more periods because people only hear certain. Oh, I didn't see this, but till late. But Sir King, Pretty Kimmy said to thank you for letting you come on her panel.
Oh, tell her I said thank you for coming up.
All
She's
right.
welcome.
But okay, well, I mean, I'm gonna go. So because it's
All
like
right.
down.
Well,
Yeah, that was the only question I had. Thank you for letting me up.
all right.
All
Thank you,
right,
question. I'm glad you got your answers. All right, Miss O, thank you so much for coming to Avatar Nation. I wish you the best, and thank you also for being a great guest. Like I said, I really do appreciate you coming over here. You know, people don't like me, so I appreciate you being fair and understanding what that I would be fair and honest and balanced. So thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Okay.
All right, and if there's anything else you want to say in the future, the door is always open. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, and good luck to you. All right.
Thank
Take
you.
care. Bye, Miss O. All right. On that note, I think I need to take a little bit of a commercial break. We'll be right back. Feel free to thumbs up the video. Please feel free to subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you want to, feel free to send a gesture to the Avatar Nation from that $ Sir King Crown.
Welcome to Avatar Nation. Avatar Nation. Avatar Nation.
All right, y'all. That is the show for tonight. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to hit the link and tell us what you think. Other than that, that's it. That's it. Feel free to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. All right. I don't know what Dovey was saying. I don't know what that was going on. I don't know if she was having a dream or whatever. I don't know what that was all about, but they be doing the most. 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 Thank you, Miss Toby. Thank you, Miss Toby. Thank you, Miss Toby. I do what I can. I try to be fair. So thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you to my moderators. I know it was tough out there. I saw you swinging and banging. There's only about 3 of y'all out there, 3 or 4 of y'all out there. So yeah. Who this? Hello.
Hey,
Hey,
Sir
what's going on?
King.
How you? Yes.
Not much. Sir King. Why she wanted to run away? Because I'm just asking you a question or your opinion. That is, I'm not too sure you would know the answer for it, but I'm just gonna ask her too. But why she want to run away? Because that I come up there on the panel and just ask her about my disability.
How was your
Why?
disability related to anything that she said though?
No. The question is that we gotta now. She already said that she didn't want to hear anything. So of course, if she didn't want to hear anything, she made sure she went around to ask to get the phone for Bless when Bless was calling her, but she said that she didn't want to be around. Okay, because she know when Bless get ready. Because I think Bless said it earlier. When she get ready to go on, she always call a couple of her mods to let her know she getting ready to go on. And she also too would call would give her the rundown all really like anything hot that went down. That's before she get ready to come on. So with that all said, I'm lazy and tired too. But anyway, that all said, she said it, but she was twisting it and she was not saying certain words proper. She was saying it in a geeky way. And so, other words, that when it do turn, she didn't say that. That's me for saying it. Because I listened exactly what she said. If she didn't, only thing she could have, we talking about what is going on. We not talking about, and then what is going on is what you did when you looked in my personal life. And you dropped that it was a strange name. I'm not going to say it was Kimmy. I'm not going to say what I just asked. Were you the one or had something to do with that dropping down? Which I'm not ashamed. I'm glad that she worked and her husband worked.
Miss Dovey,
That I
Miss
can
Dovey,
take that.
Miss Dovey,
Yes.
Miss
Yes.
Dovey, Miss Dovey.
Yes.
We're confused. We don't know what you're talking about, honey. What's going
Because
on?
it was in the chat. This is when everything, what was going on. I asked her, was she the one, or did she know anything about it with dropping my personal life?
That 13 was doing. We don't know what you were talking about.
13 wasn't asking nothing about this here, what I asked her. I was in here listening the whole time. He was getting ready to wrap things up, and he said,
we were talking about something else, Miss Dovey. You're confusing us.
No, you may was talking about something else, dealing with what is going on. He asked if you got any questions.
I'm being nice right now.
No. I don't want to hear what you say. I have a question. You know I'm going to spank that
now. I'm about to go to 10, bitch. I'm about to go to 10, bitch. I'm about to go to 10, bitch. You need to shut the fuck up, bitch. I'm about to go to 10. I'm about to go to 10. You need to shut the fuck up. You need to take your dumb ass to sleep, bitch.
So you need to mind your business. Stop getting in what don't concern you.
You need to go to bed, bitch.
You do that.
Old ass head. Go to bed, bitch. Go to bed, bitch.
Come on,
go
with it,
to bed, bitch.
Go to bed,
you
bitch.
You crazy ass motherfucker. You are so crazy. Go to bed, bitch. Go to bed.
If she didn't do it, she got something to do with it in the circle that did do it.
Crazy as fuck.
Oh, it's you again. Yes, I am crazy. That's why you should fuck with a crazy person, okay?
Yeah, you are crazy.
You want to have all the goddamn shit,
so you can take George to work tomorrow.
Go and take your ass between your legs and kick your ass tomorrow. Okay?
Go to bed.
That's exactly
Go to
what
bed,
you
honey.
need to do, okay?
Go to bed so you can take George to work.
Go and check yourself.
Go to bed.
Go and check yourself. Do you got a man? Then you need to go inside and lay up on the goddamn bed with. How about that?
Shit. You are a crazy ass bitch.
You are the one that came in. You've been more than this ass. Now you got it. Now I'm handing you your ass. What do you want?
You gotta drive George tomorrow.
That's what I want to ask her. Okay? I'm surprised that you ain't get what you want to hear because of my question. It's all in the shit right here. It's all in the shit. He said, "Do you got a question to ask her?" I asked her the question. I don't have nothing to do with what's going on between her and Bree and all them. I don't have nothing to do with it. I asked my question because she gave the open time.
I don't know how you can deal with this crazy ass bitch. This bitch is crazy.
I was letting you deal with it for me. Who do it?
I don't know. I don't see how you could deal with her ass because she is crazy as shit.
They got nothing to do with goddamn crazy. It's just that you were too. You another one of them.
So you gotta drive George tomorrow. You gotta drive George tomorrow. Go to bed. Go to bed, old head. You crazy ass fuck.
You go to bed yourself, you damn ghost. It's time for me to get up, motherfucker.
Oh,
it's time for me to
get up. Drive George, right? Don't you gotta drive George?
That's all right.
You gotta pick up George.
Maybe I do it. They call me out because you know all about the goddamn porn. What about you? Don't worry about me, George, and anybody.
You motherfucking racist, dumbass bitch.
You all know the goddamn life.
Dumbass
You
bitch.
gonna watch it, you
You're
know,
the
say, now
disgrace
you
to
give
your
me a
race.
choice. Make
You
up your
are a
fucking mind,
definition of a
okay?
nigga bitch. You
Okay, ass
dumbass
white.
bitch. You
Okay,
dumbass
ass
bitch.
white blood.
So
Oh,
go
yeah,
take your
maybe
scooter and
goddamn rub
shove it up
these
your
tongue
motherfucking
and
ass,
with your
bitch.
ass looking like my
Take your
face,
scooter
bitch.
and shove it up your ass, bitch. You crazy bitch. All right,
That's
good night,
all right. I
Sarkini.
stay goddamn crazy. I stay goddamn.
All
You
right.
gonna
Go
fuck with the
suck a
crazy.
dick, bitch. Go suck a dick, bitch.
Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh
I suck your husband damn dick and have you to fuck me. How about that?
oh
You
Lord, oh
suck.
Lord.
Who the fuck cares if it look like I'm Humpty Dumpty? I motherfucking.
Okay, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. Y'all tell each other to suck each other's wee wees and hoo ha
Oh,
and
what
all
you
that
gave
and
me
all.
the goddamn thing. I want her and her husband both come and suck me. How
Oh
about that?
Lord, that, ooh, that's
Bring his
nasty. That's
faggot
nasty.
ass on up here.
Oh no,
Having
no,
said that, I want me some glory hole.
no.
Excuse me. Sorry about that. No F
Yes,
word.
please.
I'm
Yes,
apologize. But
yes.
anyway, tell him he want to be more like me. Tell him to come close. Both of you, okay? I put both y'all ass to work between my legs and
Oh
between
no, oh
my
no,
foot. How about that?
no. Oh my
How about
God,
that?
no.
Give you both a
Oh Lord.
job.
Oh Lord.
Say what now? I wanna tell ya, the freak come out. Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. Both, you gonna put them both to work? Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Yeah, I put them both to work. Because see like that,
Ugh.
she even that up. She wanted to get into everybody. 13 years you left, you was wrapping things up, and you said that do anybody got any more questions that you would like to ask? And that's what I did. And that's what one of the questions that I wanted to ask her. It still is pertaining in this thing, but only thing different is that my name ain't hot. But they did me right in while all this mess was going on. They did me. Which that it is the truth. And that's why I put in my time that in case a situation like this is happening, I can get paid. And I can live off what my husband had left for me. What
You
is
got a
your do
husband?
you have insurance policy?
You got a husband? I didn't know you got a husband.
No, my husband passed away.
But you said you got a husband though.
I say no, I said that is what my husband had left for me.
Oh, okay. All right. Anything else you want to say, Debbie?
No. It's just that I asked the question around this year. This year took place right between January and what this weekend. This year took place with me, and I've been trying to ask her. She run away, but I thought so since that she want to be an open mind and talk real fast and lie too. So I wanted to ask her, but she still couldn't answer the question. She just said that that's me. If that's though, I'm getting off. So you better. That what she did the right. No, I did the right damn thing because it was your panel. So since she is your guest, it's best for me to leave because that you the one that's interviewing her. So for it won't even mess up your show, I stepped down. That was the best thing.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate
So
that. Thank you.
and then I did not get routed until the school teacher want to get up and teach me something and tell me something that she don't know. All this year between January and today, when this year popped off, I'm in that part when they did that. With that, I'm glad. I'm glad I'm able that I had it so much time in my life, and when the time come, I can use it. So anyway, Sir King, thank you, and good night.
Good night. Thank you, Debbie. Good seeing you. Mm. My.
Ooh, child.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know what just happened. I really don't. No. What happened? I don't know what happened. Like, can anyone tell me what? She talking about from January to now? I don't know. I don't know. Anybody else want to click the link and tell me what you think? Because I don't know what just happened. I don't know. Maybe she was sleepwalking. Yeah, Miss Toby, you a school teacher? I didn't know she had doxed you or what. I'm not a school teacher, but you'll be surprised at my occupation. Okay. Maybe you a wrestler. You wrestle. I don't know. All right, y'all. That's it. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate the people who came out to hear the Miss O and what she had to say. Hopefully they can reconcile their differences in the future. And other than that, feel free to hit the link and tell us what you think. Also, if you want to get anything from the Avatar Nation collection store, feel free to do so. We got some towels, we got some mugs, we got some t-shirts looking fine as wine. So feel free to head over there to the Avatar Nation collection store. All right, and you can save 10% off by putting in 10 King. All right. That's it. That's all I got for you, y'all. Thank you to all my moderators. Thank you to all my members as well. Thank you to all the new casual fans. That's all I got to say. Um, and what else I want to say? I want to say thank you to also Theme and Soul for coming on. And for everybody, Kimmy for coming up, and Miss Toby, and what's her name? Miss Dovey. Miss Dovey, thank you for coming up as well. Thank you for Dazzle Me Vic for coming up also. Thank you. I know Nina Gogli was trying to come up and question. Question got her answers. All right. Thank you, everybody, for that. Also, if you want to make a gesture, feel free to do so at $ Sir King Crown. Thank you guys so much for your outstanding support. I also want to say thank you to those who support the platform incessantly. So here is your moment of gratitude.
I want to say thank you for being in my life. I appreciate you and I'm grateful. Glad that you're here with me, saying thank you for being in my life.
All right. All right. Thank you, everybody. Oh, also, we're going to be heading over to. Well, I'm gonna let y'all decide. Do you want to go to Stereo or do you want to go to Bigo? Do you want to go to Stereo or do you want to go to Bigo? We had a great night last night over there on Bigo. So let me know if you want to head over to Stereo or head over to Bigo. We're going to continue the festivities, so let me know if you want me to go to Stereo or go to Bigo. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Um, Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Stereo, Bigo, either. They don't care. Thank you. Giving love, receiving love. Thank you. Thank you. Um. All right. Let me see. Let me see. Y'all, I don't know. It's a toss up. We're gonna head over to Stereo. We're gonna head over to Stereo, y'all. So we're gonna head over to Stereo and we're gonna talk about it. The first 5 minutes will be free, and then we'll make it a super fan live. All right. So we're gonna head over to Stereo. You know what? We're gonna maybe head over to Stereo and then head over to Bigo later. So we might just do a short session on Stereo and then head over to the Bigo because then everybody could talk on Bigo at the same time and don't have to wait. So we're gonna mix it up. All right. I'm gonna call Coach White. I don't know. I'll call somebody. So people get ready. Please be on standby if you're over there on the super fans. Um, can somebody put my stereo link in? Thank you so much, Donna H, for putting my stereo link. I appreciate that. All right, so we're going to go over to stereo. Feel free to hit the link over there, and like we'll be speaking in a couple minutes free, and then we'll go to super fan mode. All right, thank you, Auntie Donna, as well. Thank you so much. Yes, this is my Bigo code, y'all. That's my Bigo code. So copy the Bigo code and follow us for the after show. All right, we're gonna go to stereo and then we'll go over to Bigo if the people want to. All right, that is my stereo. Excuse me, that's my Bigo code. So feel free to become a fan over there, and we'll take the show over there as well. All right, thank you guys so much, and once again, thank you everybody. Feel free to subscribe, thumbs up the video, please. And if you want to, feel free to send a gesture to $ Sir King Crown. Also, I know a lot of people gave a super chat throughout the broadcast, but I wanted to be respectful to Miss Theo. So I normally didn't give you guys token appreciation. So here it goes right here. All right, here we go.
Somebody ought to praise him in here.
One second. All right, and I'm back. So, and then the last one. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, y'all, and I'm out. Take care, everybody. Have a great one. Thank you guys so much for your support. I hope you guys enjoyed the interview and the after interview shenanigans. Thank you guys so much. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. Bye, y'all.
Avatar Nation.